Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the early election edition of the New York session live streams. We'll see you very soon.
Morning, Roger.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome.
Morning.
It's like got people on mute over here. All right, looks like the election show hasn't ended yet. I was actually expecting I'd wake up and get to see some sort of results coming in, but so far it's been nothing. Let's take a look over here. USD election results. Well, we're still open. We're still kind of counting the voting over here. I think this is going to be a live stream here. This is no. See, that's why we go to Google, man. Google is way easier. That's why Google is one of the most profitable companies in the world. Yeah, perfect. 238 to 213. Still nothing yet, so it's going to be a little bit of a wait. Let's see here if we can remove some of the annotations here. There we go. All right, let's take a look at gold over here. Gold is bearish. Man, oh man. I wonder what's going to happen here. Whoever wins, there's going to be a huge change here. I mean, gold based on technicals looks bearish based on a 4-hour here, but these rejections here. So I hope, like, you know, at the same time, I hope no one's overtrading today. No one's really trying to, like, you know, guesstimate where price is going to go. GPGPY is also coming down. We're creating the support in GPGPY. And if we break the support, then we're continuing down. And let's see how far that support is down here. It's 34 pips away. It's pretty nice. We could probably get there if we break that support at 135,600. Beautiful. So we'll see. I'm not sure if those mail-in ballots are being counted or not, or what's the deal with those ballots. I'm not too sure. So it's totally fine if you guys take no trades today. You know, it's totally a-okay. I know there's gonna be some cowboys here trying to look for some trades, but you know, at the same time, again, I'm gonna hope that people don't take trades. So let's do this. We're gonna try to see if we can bring something onto the YouTube stream. All right, so we got the results right here. Make it a little bigger. So let's do this. Okay, perfect. And what else? My worst problem is overtrading when I'm here. I don't. Thanks for the help. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. My worst problem is overtrading, but when I'm here, then I'm not. Yeah, I think at the same time when most people are here in the stream, like more disciplined because you're watching the traders here, kind of like trade and you're listening to some other discussions and stuff like that. Let's see here. CNN Fake News Central. It's down to a few key states. Let's see how many keys. What key states are we looking at over here? So we got Wisconsin, we got Michigan, and we got Arizona. All right. We got these 3 states, I think. I think these are the results that they're waiting for right now. Who do you think is going to win? I have no idea. I have no idea who's going to win. So we're going to wait and see. I have a hint. Maybe Biden wins. If Biden doesn't win, then it's probably going to be Kamala Harris for the next term. But yeah, it's going to be very sticky situations over here. It looks like gold is turning around here, trying to get down. JPY is in this range. I'm actually waiting for pound yen to break below 135,600 so I can take a short for today, and that's it. Call it a day. But there's going to be elections results coming out soon, so we're going to have to wait. In terms of fundamentals, would it make sense to predict bullish price movement if Biden is elected, and bearish price movement is if Trump is elected for gold? Yes. Yes, because last time it happened, gold actually went up for a little bit, and then gold started dropping for the next 2 days, 3 days. So that's kind of like the same thing that you can expect at the same time. So far we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. Looks like this is not working as I thought it would. So right now the counting has stopped. That's what I think. The counting has stopped. Oh, wait a minute. 224, 213. Why does Google show different results over here? Maybe some channels or some organizations are pro-Trump or pro-Biden. Maybe that's why, or maybe the counting hasn't been done yet in certain areas. 238, 213. CNN shows what? 224, 213. Crazy. What's this? Bitcoin is stable. I expected it to move a lot during these elections. Any idea why? Why would Bitcoin move based on elections? I mean, just think about it. What does Bitcoin has to do with the elections? Bitcoin has absolutely nothing to do with the elections. I mean, it's absolutely. No. Bitcoin will not be moved by the U.S. elections. Probably not. So we're gonna stay calm here today. We're gonna stay calm right now. We're in a range over here. This is a 20 pip range coming down to this area, looking at 15-minute time frame. Look how these ranges are getting bigger now, right? Look at GJ here. This is a 28, 27 pip candle on a 15-minute time frame. Look on the 30-minute over here, right? This is also like a 20 pip candle on 30-minute time frame. Look at this big monster over here. So it's good. The ranges are getting bigger, which means there's more volume coming into the market. When there's more volume coming into the market, there's an opportunity to like catch like big trades. But at the same time, like when there's a lot of volume in the market, you're more prone to take extra positions, extra trades. So you really have to be careful with that. Like a lot of volume doesn't mean you should just start trading. You gotta stay very, very cautious. Caution. You have to exercise caution today. Don't let this week be your last week for this year. A lot of people are going to let this week be their last week for this year, and that's unacceptable. Counting has stopped. Trump does not want to accept his defeat, so he planned to approach court. Oh, interesting.
Hey, Raja, I could chime in real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as like the key state that's really being weighted on is actually Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania is like in excess of, I think, like 20 electoral college votes, if I'm not mistaken. And right now, one of the upcoming dilemmas we could probably see happening is with a lot of the absentee and late voting ballots.
Yeah.
Because those definitely still need to be counted in states like Georgia, for example, is another key state that they're kind of waiting on to see what happens. So definitely a lot of uncertainty in the air for sure.
Yeah, last night I was talking to some friends and we were talking about how this election is gonna come like head to head. Like at the end it's gonna come down to just one state and it's gonna be like a movie.
No, and that state's going to be Pennsylvania. Those key states a lot of the times is either Pennsylvania or Florida. Florida Trump got. So Pennsylvania is that state that everybody's really watching closely, and I think all the absentee ballots and early voting ballots and the ballots that were sent in the mail today, those are going to really create like a big issue the next day or two.
Yeah, that could take some time for the mail-in ballots to come in. That's the only problem.
Yeah, and another issue with that is different states have different laws regarding those mail-in ballots. In some states, the ballots are counted as long as they were received the day of election. Some states, the ballots are counted if they were mailed out the day of the election. So they could have come in like 2 more days from now. It can still be counted because it was mailed out the day of. So that's another issue as well. There's no blanketed federal law that governs absentee and mail-in ballots. It varies from state to state.
Okay. Yeah, so probably we won't be able to see the decision here today then. It's a possibility.
Yeah, it's a huge possibility. And another thing too, the reason why you're seeing different news outlets have different scores for each one is because the news outlets, they have their own formulas as to how they can determine who is more than likely going to win that state. That's why some might have Biden at 220, 224, or 238.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that makes sense. Last night we were watching and they were actually head to head. And then all of a sudden there was a bullish spike. And Biden went from 119 to 197. And we were like, yo, what? There was a bullish spike. And I guess Biden from that point till now, he just ranged. And Trump caught up. Because when I woke up, I saw a number in 200s. I'm like, oh shit, this guy caught up. Hilarious times. Gold is coming down too. Man, last time it was so amazing. I saw it happen. Trump won, gold rallied for about a day and a half, and then gold just dumped for 2 months. Gold dumped for 2 months. UCJPY went bullish for 2 months. I mean, me watching that, I was like, oh wow, next time this election shit happens, I'm gonna be ready. And now we are here after 4 years. Okay, what's this? Hey Raja, this is my trade from the London session. Alright. Let's take a look at this. Chart coming in from the gulag here. I swear we got some cowboys here in the gulag. What's this over here? Resistance made. Candle closed bearish. Sold once candle flip bearish. Oh, beautiful. Sold for it to come down to retest the low here. Amazing. Well done. That was a good trade. Are you trading US30? No, I don't trade US30. GPJPY is in the gulag here. So basically waiting for it to kind of like, you know, break out of this gulag. I think selling would be much easier for GPJPY if it does come down. So we'll have to wait and see. What day is it? Tuesday? Oh, it's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday here. So we got ADP news coming on. Can we register for upcoming Sunday's webinar? No, you can't. You can't, but you can register for these live streams for free every morning. That's something I can guarantee you. So we got ADP employment change coming on, and it's going to be interesting to see what these numbers are. So for people who don't know what ADP is basically the data from a company, right? So ADP is a company who does normally the majority of the payrolls for North America. So, you know, the US tells ADP, hey guys, we need some data. We need to see what was the employment change, like how many payrolls did you guys process, you know, so they give the number there. So, like, you know, that's a intermediary number. Basically, we wait for NFP, but then tomorrow we got pound rates, we got USD rates. Wow, this week is not over yet. I mean, look at gold. Just take a look at gold, all the way up towards 1916 now, all the way down towards, you know, 1876. I mean, crazy. This is the most craziest time you will ever experience in trading over here, I think. Please, why did you say you won't trade in December? Because I don't feel like trading in December. I have some responsibilities I have to adhere to. But the live streams are going to go on, so we're going to see what happens there. I think December is going to be pretty interesting too. With whoever becomes president, I think they will resume whatever policies they wanted to make. So I think December is going to be filled with volume as well. Why did you start to stream an hour early? Because, man, what's wrong with people, man? Why are you doing this, Raja? Why you start to stream early, Raja? Why aren't you taking a trade? Come on. Well, basically, I was awake. You know, I was awake and had nothing to do, so I was like, hey, like, you know what? Let's just start the stream early. So, you know, let's try to help people because, you know, like price is ranging right now, so it's going to be fun here. Plus, also, we're waiting for the numbers here. So, I think we might see a change at NY Open for this to move, numbers to move. So I guess we're going to wait here. The most learning you're going to see here is to just wait. Biden has taken the lead in Wisconsin. Ooh, crazy. Trump, we won Georgia and North Carolina. Industry produces. China is planning a bigger end crackdown. Wow, let's take a look at US30 over here. Let's take a look at UJ, and after UJ, we're gonna take a look at US30. Okay, let's take a look at the daily here. So a daily basically on USDJPY is just ranging, and you can see the reason why it's ranging, right? Because you got elections and you got interest rates, and man, this is going to be a big breakout after this. It's going to be a huge breakout. Let me show you 2016 over here. So we go back. This is 18, 15. Yeah, this is 2016 right over here, right? So take a look at this. These were this was the election right over here. Trump won. Boom, straight down. Look at this drop. This is when Trump won over here. This was a 40 pip drop, and then just straight bulls. Just straight bulls all the way into December. You know, so this was a great run by USDJPY. Right after we won. Boom, 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 up. So, you know, so I guess if Trump wins again, we're looking at the same thing, but nothing can be said for sure, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But I think if Biden wins, we should drop on use the dollar, go up on gold. I mean, because like Biden isn't pro stock market, Like I don't think their whole idea is to have higher interest rates, and when the interest rates are higher there, it's going to be directly affected in Canada too. So, we'll see what happens, what the policies are going forward. I was watching gold today, and I swear it dropped 170 pips in literally half a second. It was insane. Never seen something like that before. Yeah, man. Like a lot of things are gonna happen today, which you haven't seen before, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty amazing day here today. If the 15-minute breaks the high of the previous, we got clean traffic left on GJ. What do you think? Let's take a look on the 15-minute here. Let's check out this range. This is a 24 pip range. Yeah, it could, but I don't know. I'd rather wait for price to break below this area to take a trade, or maybe let's take a look. 15-minute. 15-minute. Yeah, it looks good, but I don't know. I'd rather see this happen on the 30-minute time frame, not on the 15-minute time frame. So I'm gonna wait. I'm still gonna wait till 6:30 a.m. when it's time for me to trade, and then we're gonna see where we can go from there. But I'm really trying not to force a trade, especially today. I marked up my charts before I see yours, and it's great that now I'm seeing the same zones. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. Man, it's too early over here. It's like not even 6 a.m. right now. It's not even 6 a.m. and we are here watching the charts. See, the thing about the 15-minute time frames are very, very weak confirmation time frames. That's why I kind of don't go off of the 15-minute time frames. So just gonna wait patiently for the 30-minute. Gonna wait for this hour to close. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm gonna get some food. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get some food, get some coffee, and then we're gonna continue on with the live stream. Because I think it's gonna be a long live stream here today. I think we're gonna go on till NYC Open here today. NYC Open probably till London close. But yeah, it's gonna be a long live stream. So I'll go get this food stuff and let's chat here later. See if we can get some things in here. All right. Decided to sit down here because it's going to be a long ass stream and can't really stand up for the rest of the session here. One question just to kill time. What are the qualities a good Forex streamer must have? A Forex streamer. I think a really good quality a Forex streamer should have is a personality to engage an audience. You know, like if you can engage an audience, if you can really keep people to where you want them to be, and you can like really start engaging with them, I think that's a pretty good quality. Like, you know, plus I think at the same time, good sense of humor. I think that's pretty good. Good sense of humor because that keeps people engaged. Ability to explain things. Ability to roast sometimes here and there, but like not too aggressively, you know, but to just let someone know that, hey, like, you know, that wasn't a good thing they said or did. Market is really impulsive right now. Yeah. I mean, looks like this thing played out over here. Wow, 16, 17 pip candle over here. This is an 18 pip 15 minute candle here. All right, why isn't my music playing? Okay, volume was pretty low. All right, let's take a look at the Chinese indicator over here. We like to look at the Chinese indicator here. So the pound is weak. Yen is basically strong here. US dollar is also kind of like in the middle of that range. Nothing really moving so far. So we're just kind of like stuck at this point. Please check out Nevada have stopped counting till tomorrow. Oh, really? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised that they kind of like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that they delayed. The Green Party got nothing. The Libertarian Party got nothing. Other candidates got nothing. Absolutely nothing. 0 seats so far. Hey, Raja, their important level at 135,400. Um, Not sure, because like you got a support down over here at 135,600. That's a support you have. And then this area might be important, 135,400, but I think this area was nullified by this move up. But I think at the same time, if we do start coming below 135,600, then you can maybe look at that area as a possible rejection area. I'm saying possible rejection area, right? So that's what you should keep in mind if it starts coming down. So GBGPY on the other hand, it kind of like rejected 136, 150 there as well. Was unable to close above it, so can't go above. So right now we're just kind of like stuck over here. Raja, is there usually a lot of volume in market in December? Yes, because of the holidays, the holiday shopping. You have sales. When there are sales, people are most likely to spend money. When people spend money, they pay tax. Tax generates revenue for the economy. You got workers. People hire temporary workers now. Amazon has a lot of temporary workers, so that increases the jobs data. And when you're hiring temporary workers, you're obviously paying them too, right? And when you pay them, they pay payroll tax and they pay tax on their income too. So that generates income as well. So, it's kind of like supposed to boost the economy. So we'll see what happens. This December is going to be pretty different because man, we got two amazing people here running for president, and one of them is going to become the president of the US. It's funny how in Russia, Putin basically made this law that whoever's in office is going to stay in office till the day they die. So Putin's going to be there forever. All right, let's take a look at this trade here. Okay, this is missed this move and tried to get in late assumption for further. Oh yeah, this is a bad trade over here. You missed a move and you tried to chase the trade. Give it a second chance right over here. Saw a weak bullish candle form on a 30-minute time frame. Entered over here. Close 50%. Took full TP. Awesome. Yeah, I guess this was your confirmation right over here. This was your better confirmation for price to go down. But very well done. You gave your trade a second chance. You kind of like closed 50% as well. So I think it's a win in that essence. Would you not consider selling below 135,835? Probably not. I'm gonna wait for price to break below 135,600. That's what we're gonna wait. Do you think above 136,200 is a bad trade looking from a range? Let's see here. I was actually looking at this as well, above 136,200, but measuring the range, it's like a 23, 24 pip range. The only problem is that there's a lot of consolidation over here. That's the only thing that's kind of like keeping me away from taking a trade in this range. I'd rather take a trade above 136, 370 going up over here. That's what I would rather do. Because the bigger range is kind of like cleaner too, because candles, they came down in, swift motions over here. Right here, kind of like range and got a little tricky at that point. So, we'll see how price comes in and what happens. Shops in Times Square are shut down due to possibility of riots. Oh, you bet there's going to be riots. Looks like gold is now trying to head further down. We broke the low on the 15-minute time frame. It should continue down to fill this wick and eventually come down towards 1886 over here. Yeah, here we go. It's going to be like a 14, 15 pip move over here. Because if it's breaking the low, it's breaking the low for a reason, right? It's respecting the high, but it's breaking the low, so there's a high probability for it to now continue in this bearish momentum. Trump gonna win this elections? Let me tell you, the only states left without votes are the ones that are mostly Republican states anyway. Oh, interesting. So how would we know the states that are left? So there's Georgia left. Georgia, Trump is winning. We got North Carolina left. We got Pennsylvania left. Trump is winning in Pennsylvania. We got Michigan. Trump is winning in Michigan. We got, what's this? Oh, yeah, Michigan. And then we got Nevada. Nevada, it's almost a tie. Almost a tie. So man, like so far, looks like Trump, one, two, three, four, five. 5 states are yet to come in right now. RP Sleepy Joe. Yeah, Sleepy Joe, I don't know. Oh, Nevada stopped counting. Yeah. I think it's gonna come down to Nevada. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna come down to Nevada. And it's the same thing that happened 4 years ago too, when Trump was against Hillary. Like it was different because all the polls were showing Hillary was winning, and out of nowhere, man, I woke up and saw Trump's ceremony, and Melania came on, and her whole family came on, and they were all like celebrating. They're like, "Oh, perfect, we finally won." So we'll see what happens this time. There will be a lot of mail votes come in, which will most likely be benefit for Democrats. Yeah, I was reading about that too. Hey, I don't understand English very well. Oh, interesting. Can you write entry points to sell or buy and target, please? I don't think that's how this thing works over here, but you can't understand English, so can't really understand what I'm saying much either. So I don't know. Maybe have a sell stop below below this area. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of waiting over here. Hey, thanks for the live stream. Hope that will last longer. I hope so too. Trump, Putin, 2020, Nevada ordered to cease counting because Russians are having a hard time getting through their firewalls. Probably that's why. Hey, I sent you a DM regarding reserving my spot for market fluidity. Who do I email to reserve my spot? Okay. I'm going to write down the email over here. Give it to you. accounts@marketfluidity.com. Okay, Mr. Miyagi here. Mr. Miyagi, GPJPY is still ranging here. Looking at USDJPY. USDJPY is still chilling here as well. Oh. Okay, let's take a look at this chart. This is GPCHF, sells below current support, down over here. Yeah, I think it's good work. Price comes down, break this low, and continues moving down because he had a clean move coming up. This could work very well, for price to go down. So it's going to be waiting here. Same thing, I guess if you're looking for buys at the same time too, I'm sure you have them planned. I think having buys above this area would be much better because you got that resistance on 15-minute time frame. So buys above this area right over here. And maybe sells below here, wherever you have it, right here. So that makes perfect sense. Question, just to kill time. Who would you have voted if you were an American citizen? I would have voted for Trump. That's who I would have voted for. I would have voted for Trump. Do you eventually see yourself trading 100 lots? And if so, what psychological goals you want to achieve beforehand? I think the number one psychological goal, I don't think it's about trading 100 lots. It's about having enough capital to back up that 100 lots, because think of it this way. I drop a 100 lot, it moves against me 10 pips, that's 10 grand. you know, and I'm pretty sure no one's willing to lose 10 grand in the matter in the matter of minutes, you know, like here, I know my trade is going to go against me within the first, let's say, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you know. So I think to do 100 lots, I would need to have at least 500,000, 600,000 in my account to think about doing 100 lots, you know, because man, that's a lot of weight over there pulling 100 lots. Jeez, it's a big weight. When you know to up your lots to big lots. Oh, when do you know to up your lots to big lots? I think the number one way to know when to up your lot sizes is to basically understand that, okay, if I'm gonna up my lot sizes, am I really consistent so far? Because if you are consistent, it's not gonna be hard to up your lot sizes, because when you're consistent, you're basically following the process, right? And process is to look for some patterns or some trades that make sense, you know, some patterns or some trades that you've seen work in the past, right? So once you start really focusing on those patterns, then automatically, like it's very natural that you start upping your lot size. It's kind of like how you ride a bicycle, right, with the training wheels. So you know, you ride a bicycle with training wheels for a little bit of time, and then once you get confident, you're like, hey, let me just remove those training wheels. So then you remove the training wheels, you know, and then you start riding the bike with no training wheels. And then if you know, go to a circus, you try to learn how to ride a bike with one wheel, because then you're a commodity. Hey, I just joined Forex family this week. Hope you are doing good, well, and excited for this election week. Yes, this election week is gonna be sick. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Oh, GJ. If the 15-minute close bearish, we have lower highs and we can sell stop loss top M15. I don't know, man. I don't know if that can work out over here. I mean, it can, but there's a bit of an issue, right? It's in a range. It's in a range, even though it can work out. Here's the thing, right? We really have to work on having good habits. So if we're looking for price to, you know, come down and fill this wick over here, 18 pips away, this is what, 135.773. And if you look on the 30-minute time frame, you can see 30-minute candles are printing side by side. So if we go down here, 135.773, it's in this range. Candles are printing next to each other. Even though if you take this trade and if it wins, you're going to tell yourself, oh, okay, like, you know what? This works. So the next day you're going to look for the same thing happen, and maybe that day the same thing won't work because candles were ranging, you know. So you need to have good habits, create good habits whenever you're looking for trades as well. I mean, if you look on the 30-minute time frame, we're fucking ranging right here. Candles are printing side by side. They're printing barcodes here on the 30-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame is also kind of like created support to move up. So I mean, just wait for good trades. And like a lot of people don't wait for good trades. I'm waiting for price to come below 135,600, and that's all what I'm waiting for. If I get price to come below 135,600, I'm going to execute on that trade, and I'm going to take that trade. And then there's a possibility I'm going to win that trade, because there's a clean candle here to the left-hand side. Wanted also to point out one situation I saw myself capture a few times. Sometimes we skew the candles in our chart, and then we think those are big when in reality they are not. Yes, so we always got to measure the ranges. That's absolutely true. All right, let's take a look at this chart here coming from the Gulag. Let's see here. This was support when price passed it. This candle makes me more confident to make a sell. Candle moved up and hit my stop loss. Yeah. See, basically took a sell on this candle for it to continue down. Was price creating a support at that point? Or did you get a... So right here, right? Let's take a look here on a 30-minute time frame. Yeah, so I guess this candle hit your stop loss right here. Oh, no, actually that was gone. It was right over here. So this candle hit your stop loss. So I guess if you look on the 30-minute time frame, maybe this candle closing bullish could have told you that, hey, like, you know what, maybe now price is going to go against me. So when this candle closed bullish, you could have possibly closed out partials, or like, you know, did some sort of a risk management at that point. Even the 15-minute, man, come on, like, we're forming support here. So many institutions are buying up Bitcoin. Yes, I think the reason why cryptos are heading up are not only because, you know, the banks are looking into getting crypto, but at the same time, because of all this uncertainty here around elections. And I mean, if you think of it this way, so I was having this discussion, and it was about, are banks really going to adopt crypto now, you know, for payments and stuff? But what I looked into was that, okay, if people have crypto, right? If people have a lot of crypto, and banks know people have crypto, and if we know what banks do, is banks basically, they want to control all the flow of money. So I think what's going to happen is that they will not let people have all the crypto they have. They'll probably say, hey, like, you know what, here's our coin, and if you want to use crypto, you need to exchange your crypto with our coin, and then we can move forward. Because if you look at it this way, man, I mean, banks, they run everything, and banks would never want to have someone else have control. World Bank coin or something, yeah, exactly, like a global coin. And I think that coin, you'll be able to use that coin once you get vaccinated, because once you're going to get vaccinated, you're basically going to become a commodity, right? That's man, a lot of conspiracies, so we don't know. Entered a sell when it broke the low, instant drawdown loss. Closed half to minimize loss. Instant drawdown loss. Yeah, I mean, because we were ranging over here. I mean, this is all the range. This is a range here. Ooh, 5-minute candle close with no wick on the bottom. Oh yeah, it was right over here. 30-minute candle close bullish as well. Yeah, just see, I'm just gonna wait for price to come into a clean range so I can take like a good trade. That's what I'm gonna wait for. Probably like above 136, you know, like 400, maybe above 136, 150, 160, but we'll see. But definitely not in this area over here. This whole range, no way. I'm staying away from this range over here. I'm looking for buys above the yellow line, maybe buys above the yellow line, possibly right over here, 100%, and sells below this yellow line. At what point do you consider a new low? I'm seeing a low created, a pullback to find resistance before it continues down. I think, John, you need to send a chart on what you just described. But a new low is going to be somewhere right over here, right? So look, price came down, pre-London, price came down, this candle moved bullish, boom, low created. So that's the new low. When a new low is formed, we come up, create like a resistance, bearish candle, meaning sell. Obviously, it means price is going to go down. So you take a sell to retest the low, and that's it, you know. And then right over here, price went up, boom, bearish candle, created a new high. You know, price came down, this candle closed bullish. I think Theo mentioned that price is going to go up from here, and it actually went up from here. So it's basically you're looking for highs and lows formed on like while price is really trending. Alright, let's take a look at this chart over here. Is this support resistance level valid? What's this? GU? As it was holding till London session, but candles move clean after London session. Yeah, I think it's valid. It's valid because look, you had support formed right over here. You had this rejection over here, and then candle broke here, obviously. But this candle closed back above it, and then this candle closed bullish at that level. This candle did the retest of that level as well. So this support is valid. Yes, that's true. Will you be trading this week? So far I've taken maybe 2 trades. 3 trades. Yeah, so far I've taken 3 trades. So we'll see what happens. I gained 4,000 from gold and lost 7,000 from gold after. Well, I guess you should have withdrew maybe half of that winning, and then instead of losing 7,000, you could have lost like 3,000. You know, is USD bullish? We have no idea. No idea right now. USD is ranging, like USDJPY is ranging right now. The election results are yet to determine where price is going to go. Oh, this is being live updated over here, so it looks like no one's counting anymore. The counting has stopped. The counting has stopped. Man, I know people who've been awake since last night. They've been awake just watching the numbers go tick, 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 tick. And what they don't know are that these contenders have also been awake the whole night. But man, they have teams looking after them. Can you imagine you have a whole team looking after you, making sure you don't pass out? Because man, if I'm 70 and if I'm going through this ordeal over here of elections, man, you bet I have a team that's making sure I'm in the top of my health. You know, top of my health, you know, not like dozing off. Because wow, man, what a historical moment here today. It's funny how the US elections are being televised all over the world. It's like it's a world spectacle, you know, like a world stage. It's like WrestleMania back in the day. We used to watch WrestleMania before going to school.
Well, hey there, Roger, you're right. I think the thing is, it's because it's important to everyone else in the world. So America's foreign policy, America's sort of trade policies, America's interactions with the world matter. So everyone's got an interest and a stake in it, even though, you know, we can't vote in it.
Yeah, it's a big stake. I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whoever wins. Man, I was looking at gold last night and I couldn't believe the kind of moves gold was making last night. Let me look at this. Look at this right here. This was at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. went from all the way to 1905 to all the way down 240 pips. Crazy move. I saw that. I'm like, okay, you know what? Screw this. I'm not gonna touch gold at all. I'm just gonna chill out. And if you look on a 30-minute right now, we're also approaching. I mean, gold is also ranging over here, man. US dollar is going to be thrown in a tangent here because you got elections, ADP, you got rates, you got NFP. Crazy, insane. Whoever's trying to overtrade this week and you lose, man, I think you deserve to lose. Seriously, you deserved. If you blow an account this week, you deserve to blow an account this week. Because there's no reason you should be blowing accounts. There's no reason you should be trying to overtrade this week. The hardest week to trade is this week. The hardest week to trade. So even though if you take no trades this week, just be okay with it. You know, be okay that, hey, listen, I didn't take any trades this week. I didn't lose any money this week. You know, we have some retards out there who'll start talking about, oh, you know, it's election week, but we still make money. No, that's not how it works. That's not how consistency works, my friends. That's not how it's done. All right, let's take a look here. This is, how did you, broke support here. low created, retest. I was looking for a sell at this point, but didn't execute on it due to elections. Do you see this as a good setup? Yes, I think this is a good setup. Good setup. So this was also like a confirmation right here. And this was also a confirmation because this was a very strong support that we broke earlier. So that's still pretty good. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is GJ 30-minute resistance formed and previous lower highs being formed right here. 10 pips, 12 pips possibly. Oh, buys above this area and sells below this area. Man, I think it's better to look for sells below. I'm looking for sells below 135,600. That's what I'm looking for, sells below 135,600. Because this is just consolidation here and I need to wait. Hey, have you took any trades during the election? Nope, no trades. I've taken 0 trades. Today, I'm in no rush to take trades, let me tell you, right? Let me tell you. I feel like Danny Savage right now. Let me tell you. 0 trades I'm looking at. Impulse entry, 0.25 risk minimal drawdown down here. Would like to see a wick retest and close below support. That's exactly what I'm waiting for here. I'm going to wait for price to break below 135,600 and call it good night, going all the way down towards 135, 250, 260. So there's going to be some waiting involved. Let's take a look at Euro JPY over here. Let's take a look at Euro JPY. So we got Euro JPY here. Daily candles forming like a doji-ish kind of problem over here. It's running into some issues. Let's take a look on the 4-hour here. 4-hour, ooh, wow, look at this. 4-hour actually went above 122,500 and now it's coming back down. Looking on the 1-hour time frame, oh, we're still ranging over here. We are ranging on the 1-hour time frame. See this, we got a support, 122, 150. We got resistance, 122, 500. And this is a pretty big range here too. It's like a 35 pip range. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we got support down there. So we just gotta wait. Once price broke below that level, would you enter an impulse entry or would you wait for price to retest the resistance? You know, we'll have to wait and see how this breaks. Because it's too early to, I mean, it's never too early for GJ. You never know, it might reach there, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I could say that we'll take an impulse entry, but depending on situations, we may wait for price to create resistance as well. You know, can you tell me if YouTube removes the live streams with music in background? No, they don't. They have YouTube basically has their own audio library, so you can just download music from there and play it. They don't say anything. Do you remember me? No, I don't. When I asked you about volume profile, I did analysis. You don't mind to check out? No, I don't know about volume profile. Man, I don't even remember what I had yesterday for breakfast. How am I going to remember one person out of 3,000 people that show up here? Someone asked me the other day, you remember the trade you took on October 12th? No. October 12th is far away, man. Alright. Ooh, looks like we're coming down over here. Man, over traders' fingers are tingling at this point over here. I know there was a person who was in a sell on the 1 hour time frame for price to come down. It's coming down, but you know, I would never take that sell. I would basically wait for price to break below to have like a clean range and then do that. All right. Hey, Raja, in London session, check out my analysis. I've been doing it for 2 months now. It's going great. Thanks to you. All right. Let's take a look here. Ooh, wait for higher volume session to break small barrier. 4 hours consolidating. Sells below over here. Buys above. So what happened? Did you win the trade? I think you won the trade then. All right, it's 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Welcome to the best New York session here. Whoever's coming at 6:30 a.m. Eastern, we just started. Nothing has been done so far, so very nice. Wabba viva. It's this U.S. election seemed like a full final year exam if you blow your account. Yeah, man, just don't blow accounts today. That's all what I gotta say because ranges are too high, and I mean, we got some pretty big ranges over here, and volume is pretty high too, so it's gonna be pretty easy to blow an account. So what's happening on Sunday, 8th November? It's all explained in the announcement section of Slack. Do you trade NASDAQ? No. Actually, let's take a look at US 30 over here. Alright, US 30 daily candle, doji, 4-hour candle ranging. Not surprised over here since it's ranging because we're waiting for the results to come in. What does that mean in English? Wava V or whatever you always say whenever you get excited. That's our good friend Borat. Borat likes to say Wava Viva. What? What is it? Something you say that goes Wava Wee or something like that?
I like.
Man. Let's see here. I'm trying to find. Oh. See if I can find it.
Wawa wiwa!
Wawa Viva.
Wawa wiwa!
All right, let's get serious over here now. 30-minute candle closed bearish as I wanted, but didn't enter the second half because we closed literally on support. So I'll wait for another 30-minute candle. Yeah, man, 30-minute candle closed bearish. Look, it's ranging. This whole area is ranging. RANGING. So you have to accept that this is a range. This is bad. This means no trade over here. Right? You want clean candles. And where do we have clean candles? We have clean candles over here. So this is going to be a trading range, right? This is a nice 25 pip range over here. And then this is going to be another good range, but a better range is going to be above this area here because you got clean candles to the left hand side, right? This red area is ranging. Don't do this. Stay away from it. It's bad for you. So you gotta wait for price to come below 135,600 and then take a trade. Someone was about to take buys over here in GJ in the Gulag, and I'm like, man, what? Sometimes I just ignore certain things from the Gulag because I know some people can't be helped, so I just ignore it and just let them figure it out themselves. Because like trading takes time, man. Trading takes a lot of time, and most of that time is spent just waiting. And I know, like, I'll have to wait for price to come below 135,600, and if that means I'll have to wait for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and still take no trade, so be it. It's what it is. So you just gotta have patience, just wait, and just relax. Trading is fun. Like right now, there's nothing over here. So this candles are going to close in 25 minutes. This means you have 25 minutes to do whatever you want. Go out there, have a smoke, make coffee, make food. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GJ. 30 minutes, sells if closed below 135,620, buys if we break above. Simple, you know. So Pablo has the most recent support plotted here, most recent resistance plotted here. He has the next target if price goes up and the next target if price goes down. I think this target you can kind of like change it to somewhere over here. Yeah, it's going to be much better. And this might be a little tight here as well. Have you invested or thought about investing in something related with the cannabis industry? I'm actually trying to get into it, but I'm also trying to get into the trucking industry as well. I'm trying to understand the business, trying to get into the trucking industry. I'm trying to put my fingers in some pots, some pots over here. Yeah, I think the trucking industry is pretty lucrative as well. So gotta diversify. Okay. Are you investing in stocks for long term? No. Only digital investing I do is Forex trading here, and that's it. Other than that, there's nothing. You ended the stream yesterday, and then the buys above 136, 240 became valid. Institutions are on your radar. Yeah, institutions have me on their radar, man. They have us on their radar. Those darn institutions. They wait. Right now they're waiting. They're like, oh, these guys came early. All right, let's just range. So we're just going to range here for the entire time we're going to be here. And then after we're done, it's going to move. I have a trucking company. If you're interested, I can. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure, Renee. We can talk about that. I think it's going to be interesting to really understand the business. I have a problem with trusting people, you know. But we'll see what we can do. Because the thing with the trucking business, I don't think it's going anywhere. Trucking business is not going anywhere. Unless, like, you know, we use big robots to transport stuff. UK PM Johnson says, we will do whatever it takes to back British business. I think for PM Johnson to back British business, he wants Trump to be in power. That's what he wants to do. He wants Trump to be in power to be able to do that. All right. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is CAD 15-minute chart. Took a sell at a small pullback. Stop loss of around 10 pips. Oh, beautiful. Amazing. The only thing is it's it's done the other way around, you know. But you made it work. We understand what you did. That's pretty good. Do you trade stoned? What the fuck kind of question is that? Do you trade stoned? How can you even trade stoned? What does that mean? How can you make money when you're not in your senses? That makes no sense at all. See, this is what's wrong with the Forex industry. Because we got people here, young people here in their 20s, early 20s, you know, early 20s, and they want to really make Forex work for them. And what they're going to see is, hey, like, you know, man, hey, man, like, you know, we're just chilling here, you know. We're chilling here. Yeah, we're chilling here, taking dabs, making money, you know what I'm saying? You don't make money like that. You don't make money like that, not with that attitude. Because think about this, man. Like, if you're trading stoned, you are not 100% dialed in to what's happening. And if you are there trading stoned, and I'm here not trading stoned, 100% I'm winning. Because once you're going to be in the trade, you're going to get anxiety, you're going to get stress, you're going to be like, oh, I'm going in a drawdown, what should I do? And I'm just going to be there just sitting, okay, yeah, GJ, do your thing, GJ. I'm just going to hold, I'm just going to sit there and relax and see what happens. While when you're stoned, you're going to be like, you know, just like looking like this, moving your head, biting your fingernails, sweating palms, nothing. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you at all. So you got to quit that mindset of trading stoned. Like, that's the most dumbest shit I've ever heard. Trading stoned. Like, forget about trading the election week. Trading stoned on the election week? Damn. Who was that? Let me just kick that person here. I can't find him now. Who was that? Where is he? Can't find him. Can't find that person. You're lucky now. Man. Trading stone. Stone makes you less anxious. For sure, man. If you think you can trade stone and you can have a good day trading or a good run trading, go ahead. Go ahead, do that. You know, that's how trolls are born. I'll tell you how trolls are born. Trolls are born when trolls do these cool things to trade to look cool. When you do these cool, dumbass things to look cool to trade and you don't win, you hate on the people who do win. And when you hate on the people who do win, you start to look for reasons why you hate them. You know, and the main reason is because, let's not go there. But at the same time, I don't think you should be trading stone. You should be, like, you know, very vigilant of what's happening on the charts. It doesn't make any sense. Raja is the type of dude that hit the blunt and run home. No, I don't know. Do we start early today? Yes, we started early today. I was actually expecting some big moves, but nothing happened. Yeah. Bro, share your trading idea for today. Okay, here's my trading idea for today. My trading idea is I'm going to be looking for sells below 135 600. So looking for sells below 135 600. That's where I am looking for sells. Let me make this text a little smaller. Let's just bring this up over here, right there. There we go. Looking for sells below 135 600. For the top side, for buys, I'm kind of like hesitant, because if we break above, you know, this area and come above, you know, 136 150, this range is like 18 20. I don't know, man, it's just too tight. I mean, it doesn't look too good, that range. So we'll see what we can do in terms of buys here, but this looks pretty choppy here. See this choppiness here on the left hand side? It's pretty choppy. Might as well wait for a price to come above, you know, 136 400 in this bigger range here, which is around, you know, 30 pips. So we'll have to wait to see. Do you sometimes take trades at psychological levels, and do you attempt them? Psychological levels, for people who don't know what psychological levels are even numbers, you know, like 135 600, 135, let's say 400, 135 600 down over here. And normally when people talk about psychological levels is basically you're looking for rejections, right? But when price is reaching a psychological level, it's not necessary that price will always reject that level, because you have to wait for some sort of confirmation, right? So if you look down over here, price came down towards 135 600. It's a psychological level. Also, you know, some people call it key area, some people call it, like, you know, like important numbers or whatever names they have. So you got 135 600, price rejected it, came down again. So, okay, let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Price came down, candle closed bullish, boom, support formed at 135 600. You know, and then we had the retest of the support, and then price started to move up and went to 136 100 and whatever. So psychological levels, you know, I keep them in the back of my mind. I don't really trade off of them. I keep them in the back of my mind. I mean, technically, if it makes sense, then it makes sense, you know. But if it doesn't make sense, then obviously it doesn't make sense. Can you check my chart, Raja? Would mean a lot to get feedback. Well, if I can see it, I'll check it out. Do you trade supply demand, sir? Raja? Yes. Supply demand, support, resistance, they're all the same thing. You know, like, you can argue with me all you want, but I think this is support, this is also supply. This is resistance, this is also demand zone. You know, I think supply demand were basically meant for, like, you know, your stocks and equities. Because oh, all right. Evan's in a good mood today. What's the least amount of pips you aim for at any given zone? Around like 10 pips, 10, 15 pips. It's just waiting. I try not to get into like a lot of complications when I'm looking at charts, because the other day I saw a chart and the guy had a support zone here and the guy had a demand zone like this. And I'm like, well, it's cool you have things like that, but I mean, you got to make things simple for yourself, So I just don't look at those complications. I mean, if I'm going to see a resistance, I'll see a resistance, and if we break above it, then there's a high chance we're going to move up. So, that's what I look at. Looks like gold is moving up over here. I don't trade gold. I mean, rarely trade gold. Very rare. Not at this point. Do you think Forex trading will be forever, no matter how traders become proficient? Yeah, I try not to think about those things. It's like saying, oh, Raja, do you think you will live up to 90 years old? Who knows? All right. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is GU 15-minute chart. This candle retraced, sat right there on imbalance, entered at this, took profits at 29 pips. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Price moved up. It worked out for you. Oh, wow, man. Gold is just rallying over here. Look at these 5-minute candles. No, this is 15-minute, right? 15 minutes is still pretty big. Look at this. This is 27 pips. This is also around 25 pips right now. Man, straight up. Where is my cheetah? Cheetah is sleeping today. Cheetah is not here today. What's this? What can you say about this trade I just entered? All right. Let's take a look over here. Oh, gold 15-minute. I guess it worked. You have your stop loss here. I think if you have your stop below the 15-minute candle, that's going to be even better. But yeah, it's good. I think it should continue on. You have clean candles here to the left-hand side, going all the way towards 1899, back towards 1900. Yeah, you got like a good 30 more pips to go. Did you take any trades today? Nope. No trades today. I am in no rush to take a trade. What will be the effects if Biden becomes president? See, what I think is going to happen. Let me just go back here a little bit. Let me put my leg over my other leg. See, what I think is going to happen is if Biden becomes president, I think, first of all, they will increase the interest rates. They'll increase the interest rates. Secondly, what may also happen is gold may start to devalue. I think US dollar is going to start moving up. No. US dollar is going to start going down and gold is going to start to go up again, because when Trump became president, gold started moving bearish and US dollar started moving up. Yeah, so I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to be opposite. Gold's going to start moving bullish if Biden becomes president. We'll see what happens. Are you pro Biden or pro Trump? I'm pro Trump because Trump likes low interest rates, and as a business person, I like low interest rates too. What's this? GP entry here. Ooh, resistance entry on previous 30-minute, breaking the low for price to continue down. Very nice. Oh wow, we're reaching 1900 here on gold. What a move here on this 15-minute candle. Damn, crazy. Almost like a $4 move here. $4 move on a Wednesday. Before ADP, we got ADP as well in like an hour and 25 minutes. Kanye West concedes defeat after getting 57,000 votes in 12 states. Oh wow. Well, at least he got votes. I think what's going to happen next year is going to be Kanye West versus Kamala Harris. That's what's going to happen. Kamala versus Kanye 2024. Uh-oh. Oh wow, reached 1900 here.
Somebody said, did Trump give you a call?
Yeah, Trump called. Trump's like, yo, we're going to 1900. What was it? $6 move. See, we had clean traffic. Someone said, I just missed the gold trade. No, I don't think you missed the gold trade. I think you weren't prepared to take that gold trade. That's what happened. Because there was someone who was, and if you missed this gold trade, then I guess you shouldn't be trading now for the rest of the day. This is the thing. Whenever you're looking for a trade, whenever you're planning a trade and you're anticipating a trade, you're anticipating a move, and that move happens, and if you miss it, then I think you should be done for the day. Because if you were planning for that move and it was all over, then you're basically done. You know, then you're like, okay, you know what? Let me come back tomorrow, or let me come back the next day. So I think that's the kind of discipline people should have now. So whenever I miss moves, I tell myself, hey, Raja Banks, looks like you make no bank today, so you missed the move today. So now you got to come back the next day. So you really have to force yourself to do that. If the European Union say they're going to increase stimulus, does that mean euro should weaken? I don't know. It could go the other way. It depends on what their policies are around the interest rates for the European Union. That's what matters. Because if they go to increase stimulus, this means there's going to be more money flowing into the economy, and that should increase the euro. But based on their monetary reforms there, I mean, that could make the difference whether that should be good for the euro or bad for the euro. So that's something we don't know yet. The only control he has is border control and restaurant limiting and the gyms. Okay.
With regards to the European Union, the only thing they can do is stimulus. That there's nothing else left. And they're just going to keep on printing out more and more. So we were expecting this kind of intervention anyway. That's the only intervention that they have left, and otherwise the whole project breaks. And I think after Britain leaves the EU, you will see definitely a country like Greece will probably leave, and things get really bad. You'll definitely see Italy leave as well. So I think in the long run, although I used to be pro-European, I think the project is a failure.
Wow. So that means the countries may start leaving then. Might start a snowball
Change, yeah.
effect. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they can. And so then they can, because they're trying to fuse all these countries together monetarily and politically, and they're asking for closer political union. And I don't think countries want that in the long run.
Yeah, that's true. Like a lot of countries, they don't want to be dependent on like a higher authority. You know, it's like telling a grown person that, hey, like, you know what? I mean, since you moved out now, so you got to answer to us. And the guys are gonna say, oh no, man, I don't want to answer to nobody. So you're right. You're right. Like if they do come forward with those policies, like some countries may say, hey, no, we're not going to do that. If you're going to force this, we're probably going to do what the UK did. Just leave. Why does everyone do drugs? Can y'all not live life without being high all the time? Probably not. This is why some people will stay wherever they are, because they can't stop doing drugs. It just doesn't make any sense. Then, like, if you want to smoke weed at night before you go to bed, or smoke weed in the evening. Not when you're trying to trade, not when you're trying to make money. Like, money is made through a conscious mind. When you're not fully aware of what's happening around you, it's gonna get really hard, really quick. All right. Price was in a downtrend. Resistance getting rejected right here. Entered sell once we broke the low. Stops above the current candle. Oh, beautiful. Secured 100%. Very well done, Carlo Carr. Carlo Carr won today. Carlo Carr made sure he won today. Oh, look at this. Gold's at 1901. We're entering this wick zone, wick area over here. Now gold can come into this area and then reject this area, because we got rejected here before too. So if you were looking for gold buys, this move happened, you've missed the move. I may not be an expert in trading, but I'm expert in identifying when I have missed the move. When I miss the move, I tell myself, hey, you missed the move, that's it. You're done. Some rapper said weed is cool and everybody smoked. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like it's a good thing, but I mean, I don't think you should be doing it while working. It's not a good idea. I know some people still do it and they will never listen, and it's okay, they'll stay at the same place where they are right now, but I mean, if you do listen, you're probably going to be in a better state of mind. What do you think about the TV show Billions? I think it's amazing. Have you seen it? Yes. Ted talked about it last Sunday on IG Live. Yes, it's an amazing show. Billions. That guy Axelrod, he looks like Ted. He resembles Ted. That guy Bobby Axelrod. Not as long as him, tall as him. There's a language barrier there. Long. Oh wow, 1902. Are we going to reject 1903, or is it going to continue moving up here? So much uncertainty here with gold. Yeah, this is interesting. Still got Georgia left, North Carolina left, Pennsylvania, Michigan. So for people who, Alaska as well. Ooh, wow, look at that. Trump is leading by 100,000, a 50% lead on Biden in Alaska. For people who don't know, these states as pink, they are Republican majorities, where Trump is. And the states that are light blue, these are this Sleepy Joe. So you can see Sleepy Joe is waiting for Nevada and Wisconsin results. They're all tied. Look at this tie, man. This is a crazy tie over here. 48%, 49%, 49%, 49%. Man, crazy. Some people can perform their activities professionally well or better when high, but the problem is that most can't convince themselves they can. I think if you move, okay, here's the thing, right? Sometimes we do things in life where we know that those things may not be the best for us, but we kind of like we we create excuses, you know, we create these scenarios on why this will work for us, and normally it doesn't work for us, you know. So I mean, when you're trading, when you're involved in a game or an industry which relies on your 100% concentration for you to get a like, you know, like a monetary reward, I think it's very important to be 100% sober. I mean, you can have coffee, but like, you know, other than that, you need to be 100% sober. Definitely too much of anything can be potentially harmful for you. If you're going to smoke, then have to be disciplined. Yes. The votes will probably be manipulated in Biden's favor. Yeah, we kind of talked about that yesterday as well. So yeah, I mean, G just still arranging over here. Oh wow, we're approaching 1903 on gold. Did not expect this to go up this fast. But it's gold, man. Gold does whatever it wants. We're approaching 1903 over here now. I think with this, GU should also be moving bullish. Oh yeah, it is. It's moving bullish over here for sure. It broke above this resistance as well. It's approaching another resistance at yeah, 1.3400. Yeah, 1.3400. Hey, Roger, do you think AUD JPY is a buy? Do you have a Roger? Where is Roger? Do you have a Roger in the Zoom list over here? Let's look for a Roger over here. There is no Roger. But I'm gonna answer this for you. What was the question over here? AUD/JPY is a buy. I don't think AUD/JPY is going to be a good pair to trade at this point, because I mean, if you think about it, if you look at AUD/JPY, right? Let's just do some cognitive thinking here. AUD/JPY. So let's say someone's going to trade AUD/JPY. Now, the first thing they'll see is that if this is open or not, if the market is open or not. So you look at AUD and you look at the time. It's 7 a.m. Eastern, and you ask yourself, oh, is the AUD market open at this time? And the answer is going to be no. We're like, okay, no. Then maybe JPY is open. Okay, perfect. So let's take a look at JPY. You look at JPY and you're like, okay, is JPY market is open at this time? And the answer is going to be no. So when the answer is no for both currencies, it does not make sense to trade it. You know, so only focus on currencies that are open at this time, which are in session. You know, but when they are not in session, then you can't really trade them. Oh wow, look at that, 1903. What's the next stop here? 1905, 1905, 91. Wow, insane move here in gold every day. This is how gold was in April and May. How long did it take you to realize, learn that 3 trades max was your magic number of trades? Because it's not about the magic number, it's about having emotional stability, right? Psychological stability. Because what happens is that whenever we make decisions, right? Now, psychologically, we cannot make more than 2 or 3 emotional decisions in a day. So whenever you're making decisions based on, let's say, based around money, any decision based on money is an emotional decision. You know, so if you're trading and if you're making a decision around a trade, if you're doing it once, it's okay. Twice, it's okay. Third time, you're kind of moving into the over trading category. Fourth time, definitely. Fifth time, there's no coming back, you know. So it's really important to stick to 1 or 2 trades a day, because as long as you can stick to 1 or 2 trades a day, there's going to be less stress. You're going to be working on the process a lot more. You know, but when you're trying to overtrade, man, it's gonna become really, really hard for you. So how can fund managers handle this? Fund managers are trading billions of dollars. Fund managers have very different risk appetites than us. Fund managers cannot risk more than 1% per day. So let's not even compare fund managers to a retail trader whose account is not over $10,000 or not even over $100,000, let's say, not even over 5,000. So that's a whole nother conversation. You know, when you get to that fund manager perspective of managing millions and billions, then we can have that conversation. But right now, it just makes no sense at all. You know, so it's also very important to have relative conversations too. All right. Let's take a look here at GU. So seems like we broke above this resistance here, and it seems like it's coming down to do like a retest and then continue up. That room looks cozy now. Oh yes, yes. We got a new couch over here. This is for all this couch. This is where we're gonna have interviews with all the FT Mon traders who could never make it. Are all the FTMO traders who got screwed over by FTMO. So we're going to have interviews right over here with them. Man, we're like, so, how'd you feel about that? How'd you feel about passing the challenge and not getting your payout? How did that feel? I submitted my invoice and it never got back to me. Man, before FTMO fanboys get mad at me, I'm just joking. You know, it's all jokes, so relax. So yeah, I mean, GJ is still ranging over here. There's nothing to do, nothing to see. We're just chilling at this point over here.
Yes. 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 Wow.
Did we hear the wah?
Yeah.
You still looking for that?
No, I have the whole soundboard.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the soundboard.
So did you watch the full show yesterday night?
The what? The full show?
The full election show?
No.
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 I fall asleep like on my couch around like 11. Woke up like at midnight 30. I'm like, and it was not done yet. I was like, oh god damn, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. I went to bed at around 10:45, closer to 11.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. What's happening? It's tight, man. They're probably all like Biden probably freaking out right now because he thought he would be winning easily.
You know, it's all planned.
Yeah.
It's all planned. I think what it's going to come down to is it's going to come down to just one state. It's going to be like a movie, right? It's going to come down to just one state, and it's going to come down to just one county. And they'd be like, okay, we're just waiting for these numbers. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. And then the results are going to come in. It's going to be like a big, just, yeah, it's going to be like Super Bowl. You know?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Man, I'm getting many questions for our hookah night Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
So what's happening? It's going to be shisha.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like on Instagram Live, or how's that going to work?
So we're going to do an Instagram Live at Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, me and you. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to have fun, smoke a shisha, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions that I received from people. And I mean, we're going to go along with question live also. My girlfriend's going to be there watching streams, so she's going to be noting questions. So we're going to go, it's not going to be really, it might be some trading question related, but it's going to be more like of a chill night, you know, just like any subject, you know, gossip, you know, maybe a little bit more personal without being super personal, but just getting to know you more, you know.
I like that.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh, by the way, I got a surprise too.
Oh,
My
nice.
friend, I forgot about it, but the website is online right now, starting this morning. So before people ask, we got a new banner. It says New Bearish and Bullish Edition. This is only for the colors of the shirt. It's pretty dope, eh? It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So we got to keep the bull because the bull is your logo, right? So we didn't put a bear into it.
Yeah.
Of course, but we changed the color of the line, you know, showing the bearish edition.
Yeah, nice. Man, these hoodies, 100% getting 4 of these hoodies.
Yeah, they're nice. And look, we put some combos at the bottom. So we got the edging combo. We're gonna get the full margin combo also.
Okay, okay.
We got the goat combo.
All right. It's pretty good. So these prices are in Canadian?
That's Canadian. So you can switch it. If you go to the bottom of the page, you can switch it to US.
Oh, wow. Not bad. For a hoodie, hat, and shirt, $84? Yeah, it's pretty sick. Pretty sick.
And the hoodie is really nice. It's really, really nice quality.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to rock that. Do they sell these hoodies on Forever 21? Probably soon, but it's closing. Forever 21. Forever 21 is in trouble. Le Chateau is in trouble. Le Chateau, Blue Notes is in trouble. Like all those places, they fall into the same category. Garage is in trouble. You know.
Yeah, a lot of clothing stores are closing.
A lot of clothing stores are closing. Yeah, that's true. If Biden flips Michigan, Wisconsin, and is there a chart based on the elections? Someone told me there was an index.
Yeah, just go to Google.
What should I type over here?
What are you talking about? Like a candle chart?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't.
And
There is a ticker on TradingView,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know which one it is.
Come on, man. You guys are giving some... What kind of answers? One guy says go to Google, type what? I don't know. There's a ticker on TradingView. Okay, what it
Give
is?
me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Bro. That's like saying, hey, can I buy beef from here? Yeah. From where? Oh, I don't know.
Search for Trump under the ticker symbol search.
Ticker symbol search. Trump 2020. Oh, there we go. Average polls. Oh. Let's just...
No volatility in that chart.
No volatility on that chart.
No volume, man.
No volume. Can't trade that.
Trump 2020.
Risky as hell.
Oh, there we go. There's
there's some-
something.
Oh.
I don't know what this is all about. We went bullish here last
It's a
night.
fake out.
Yeah, it looks like a fake out over here.
Okay, so we broke support right there.
Broke resistance, and then, yeah, you see retest.
Yeah, we did a
Go
retest.
short.
Oh yeah, Wickfill?
Trump is looking bearish right now.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got over here. That's
What about
it.
Biden?
Trump tokens. Look at Biden.
Should get Trump/Biden chart.
Biden 2020. Oh, it's
Bullish.
bullish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Opposites. Interesting. It was all consolidating here. Wouldn't be surprised if this is Biden's timeline.
Can't be bothered with you.
Yeah. Because look, this chart was activated when he started running for president right here, February 2020. Wow, what a recovery Biden made from down over here.
Liquidity grab.
Yeah, he grabbed liquidity and is jumping up. It's basically going to come down to, okay.
Then there's 3 states it's coming down to.
Yeah. Election ticker. Oh, there are 2 different ones over here. Yeah, I can't read them. Man, there are people gambling on Trump and Biden too. Trump is the underdog right now. So if you bet on Trump, your payout is going to be more than you bet on Biden. It looks like GBJPY is still arranging here. Let's take a look on the 4-hour. 4-hour candle is about to close in like an hour and 43 minutes. 1-hour candle. 1-hour candles are bullish at this point, approaching this resistance, which was support. So yeah, there's a bit of a wait over here. GJ just had a second gear on lock, ready to pass 136, 120, 140. Okay. We'll see once it passes that level over here. What are we supposed to do if we want to reserve a spot on the bus? Man, I think it was hilarious how the presidential candidates are getting musical stars to come and speak on their rallies. Biden had Lady Gaga, Trump had Lil Pump. Can you imagine 3 years ago someone told you Lil Pump is going to be on Trump's presidential rally? First of all, he didn't even say his name right. He says, oh shit, gold is at 1905.
He called them little pimp.
Yeah, he called him Lil Pimp. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Little pimp.
At first I thought that was like a troll post. I couldn't believe it. You know? And then he corrected himself. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that. What a move on gold from down at 1895 all the way over here, 100 pips. Looks like we're going to clear this area here now. We're coming up above 1905. What's next here? 1911, 1910? Back to 1910? Yeah, for sure we can get there. Let's take a look on the 4-hour here. Ooh, yeah, this is the 4-hour resistance here. 1911, 1909. Good morning. I've been watching many videos of the market. Do you think is going to crash again? I don't think market is going to crash again, but it did crash in March a little bit. Y'all know Trump's swag. He meant to say that I remember when George Bush called Kanye West Conway. Conway West. I hurt my account today. Oh. Uh-oh. I didn't take any trade today. I took 0 trades so far. No trades. Just sitting, waiting waiting for price to break below 135,600 and then continue down. I think I may enter a sell if we break below, like, 135, 850, and then anticipate price to break below this level and continue down. But we'll see what happens. Kanye West got 630 votes. No, actually he got 57,000 votes. Guess it's a strategy now. Inviting entertainers to rallies and press conferences happened in Jamaica last month election. Yeah, it's a strategy because it's like a herd mentality, right? I mean, you get someone famous up on the podium and they say some stuff and you're like, oh man, I support this rapper, I support this artist or this entertainer, and they're supporting that guy. This means I support that guy too. It's like your friends are my friends and your enemies are my enemies. Yeah, people worship these celebs. How long will the webinar be this Sunday? This Sunday, I think it's going to be around like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We'll try to squeeze in a simulation. So, yeah. All right, let's take a look at this chart. GU 30-minute chart. Clean traffic to the left-hand side is a big fat wick. Looking for price to break this 4-hour support. Closed above. Need price to create support. Yeah, I think so too. We need to create support on GU over here. Let's take a look at GU. Let's go towards the 30-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame. Yeah, we are breaking above this resistance area on GU. And if we do break above here, we need to create like a support down here and then continue moving up. We got 2,300 people watching here today, plus 200, 2,500 people watching here today. I think every day we have around 4,500 people come and go out of the live streams, which I think is pretty amazing because, like getting 4,000 people to come in and out, man, that's pretty crazy. How can I join your webinar? You are in, those webinars are only for the people in the groups here, but we do these live streams for free. I mean, you can join these live streams for free every day. Hey, I'm starting to think my downfall in trading is mostly greed and FOMO. That's absolutely true. Greed and FOMO. It's starting to bother me because I keep doing it. Is it safe to just stop trading for a while? Yes. Yes. If you stop trading for a while, it's going to be safe because you're not going to be losing money. That's why it's going to be safe. So I think that's going to be a pretty good strategy to just stop trading for a little while and then come back after a little while. Because like trading, I mean, what's the word there? Discipline is the key in trading. FOMO is fear of missing out. Like FOMO on gold right now, like if you only trade gold and you're watching gold and you've missed this move on gold, that means you've missed it, so you just gotta tell yourself, hey, you know what, I missed this move, so probably just gonna sit out now. This thing is still moving here. Let's take a look on the 5-minute time frame. Damn, it can easily go to 1909. That's like 30 pips away. It's nothing for gold. Buys if the 1 hour breaks the high. Buys if the 1 hour breaks the high. Probably not. Because there's this support over here and I don't know whether price is going to break this support or, support turn resistance, or we're going to reject it. That's something I'm not sure of right now. So we'll have to wait.
Even going up into the chart, like it's messy. Like I would wait for like the top break or that line right there where you got the very top line.
This one?
Yeah, for buys, because even below it's messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially right here.
Yeah.
Super messy. Oh, here comes gold. Comes gold to 1910. After 1910, we got 1915. I mean, if it crosses 1915, I don't even know what's going on with gold and elections. Let's bring it all the way to the right-hand side. Doesn't make sense. Then we got 1920 all the way up over here. And the last time we got to 1920 was in October, 22nd October. So that's what we're looking at right here. Have you ever had a pause with trading, and if yes, how did you felt after coming back to the charts? I think whenever you come back to the charts after having like a little pause or a little break, I think you come back to the charts fresh-minded, because the reason you're taking a break is either like you have some things happening in your life, or like you're taking losses, so you're taking a break to come back later on. So I think it's going to help you. I'm going to be taking a break in December from trading itself, but I'm going to still do the live streams anyway. It's nothing to do with volume, nothing to do with like having like holidays, whatever, just personal reasons. That's why people are losing so much, jumping into trades without confirmation and just guessing means they end up taking too many trades as they try to gain it back. That's the most educational statement someone made in the Gulag today. Guessing. When you start guessing, you're prone to take more trades, and when you're prone to take more trades, you're prone to make bad decisions, and then ultimately they don't work in your favor. Hey, can you post Zoom ID in Ted's chat? Thanks. Already did, Talia. Already did 2 hours ago. Oh, I didn't do it. My bad. Gonna do it now. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. Ooh, wow, what's this chart here? This is Euro USD. I've been waiting for support all morning. There are confirmations for long on 15-minute time frame, but can I see? Oh, yeah. So, I mean, 15 works. Sometimes on the 30-minute, you'll just see straight candles. So as you start to see these 15-minute confirmations, now you need to see that, okay, how could you have executed on these 15-minute confirmations? That's what you should look at. And once you did execute, then you need to see, okay, how could you have managed the trade on a 30-minute time frame? Because, it's correct. We talk about only look at the 30-minute confirmations, the stronger confirmations, but sometimes, you get confirmations on a 15-minute time frame too. So that does not mean from the get-go you start looking at the 15-minute time frames. It means that sometimes you can make adjustments to your technical analysis. Sometimes it's okay to execute on the 15-minute time frames, but you need that some experience, right? And experience means like you need to see these situations happen over and over again, because if it happened once, you can kind of like talk yourself into taking the trade after it's done. But if it happens again and again and fourth and fifth time, then you start to see that, okay, maybe I can execute it now because I've seen it happen before in the 15-minute time frame. So it takes a little bit of sitting and watching this same thing happen, time and time and again. Do you know about supply demand trading? No. New York session have been ranging since election, no real move at all. Why? Because we have a lot of news coming on. We have lots and lots of high volatile news coming on. We got ADP coming on here in about 45 minutes. We got ADP. Look at this time here, 8:15 a.m. We have interest rates tomorrow for the pound. We have interest rates tomorrow for the US. And man, I'm not going to be surprised if they release all the results tomorrow, right before the US interest rates. I'm not going to be surprised at all. And if that happens, oh man, what type of manipulation is that going to be? There's a super bad pattern on gold 5-minute chart. Let's take a look here. Looks like this bat has some dislocated wings over here. Doesn't look like a bat at all. How can you ask, do you know what S&D, when that's what we're doing here every day? Yeah. When you mention that you're looking for sales below 135,600, what is usually the scenario that you will take a sell? Should we wait for a break and retest? See, this is the thing. I'm gonna wait to see what happens when price comes over here. I mean, I can say it's going to be an impulse entry, or it's going to be a candle closing below and then taking a sell. So we have to wait once price comes here, and what we see, what price does once it comes down to that point. Oh, someone made $10 on gold. Beautiful. Very nice. Oh wow, we're approaching 1909, we're approaching 1910. Gold's been on a rally all morning over here. Wanted to find out, how long are you planning to do the live stream and share your knowledge to us? This is the last live stream of my life today. This is for the one who asked me how long, till how long you're going to do live streams.
There's a rumor that if Biden wins, you're gonna stop the stream, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
So all you got to do is go back to the polling stations and change the votes. Yeah. Oh, I want to change it to Trump. Wow, man. Looks like gold is recovering all that dump from yesterday. You're right, super redhead. You're absolutely right. This whole move came last night, and when this dumped last night, I saw this wick last night, this wick right over here. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. This is nuts. Like the way this whole thing happened. Because if you look at, like, fundamentally, right? Fundamentally, there was no change. There was no change done. So this move came from nowhere. So whenever there's no change done in the market and price moves, there's almost always a correction. It's something you get a lot with Brexit news. You know, like sometimes they'll have like a Brexit announcement and nothing's changed. The whole move is going to get corrected. Same thing happens when you have flash crashes. You know, whenever you have a flash crash, there's basically no fundamental change, so the whole move gets corrected after that. Looks like we're gonna head back to 1914 over here. Should go to 1930, maybe 1950, then down again. Yeah. GU is also moving bullish here slowly. GPY is still ranging over here. This will be interesting. Interesting to see where we go after this. Do you know HFX? Yes. HFX. We know HFX. Let's take a look at this. GJ 1 hour chart, rejection area, anticipation of price to hit 134,900. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. You're looking at a big rejection from up over here for price to continue down. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame also looks good because we basically made a low, came up. This candle, once it closes bearish, I think we can continue moving down. Looking on the 30-minute here as well. Yeah, if we know that volume is going to come in with NY Open, I think NY Open should bring in some volume, and the NY Open 1 hour candle should, I mean, if this, see now on the 30-minute, we're ranging, right? Prices are closing side by side, candles are side by side, so we're ranging over here. If this 1 hour candle closes with a wick, I think the next NY Open candle can bring price further down towards 135,600. And I guess that's something I can look forward to here. Stop's going to be almost like 18-20 pips, and anticipate price to continue down here, bypassing the 30-minute range. That could be a pretty good move. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is why you didn't mark this zone. Isn't it the most recent resistance? Yeah, it's just like a whole range, right? It's like in a whole range over here. Like this whole area is like a bigger range. So I marked it here just to visually tell me that if price breaks above into this area, then we can continue moving up. That's why I marked it based on this level here. But now we're rejecting this area, so we can bring it down over here. So these things are subjective. Gold, oh, good sells below 800. Yeah, I think so. Just gotta wait how this 1 hour candle closes, basically. And then either take sells below 135,600 or take sells. I'll take sells if this 1 hour candle closes, somewhere like a strong body candle. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna look for more sells. So we'll see what happens. So we got what? We got 23 minutes left. Gonna wait for 23 minutes for this candle to close, and then we'll see if we can continue down or not. Because my bias is basically bearish. I have a bearish bias. But if you do close bearish, and if the next candle breaks the high, then there's a very high probability we can continue moving up if we break the high on the 1 hour time frame. So I'm mapping out both buys and sells in the back of my mind. So I have sells mapped out, also have buys mapped out if you break above this area. So let's see what happens here. We still got around 22 minutes left for this candle to close. All right, I'll be right back. All right. 136, 150. Can we get some buy stops at 136, 150? All right. It's so risky to trade without knowing the proper outcome of the results. The market is so volatile, moves in any direction. That's absolutely true. Market is extremely volatile right now. Looking at gold, gold is rejecting there. GU is also kind of like doing some sort of a, trying to do some sort of a retest here to continue up. So we're gonna wait over here. Looks like it's gonna do a retest or whatever. Is Raja always standing? Yes, I'm always standing. Sometimes. Today I'm standing. Alright, bring it down a little bit. What's this? There was a breakout at 2:30 a.m. Eastern, broke support. Didn't work out. Was there anything that I might have missed, or it's just it is what it is? I think Falis, you wrote a description. I think with that description, what we need is a chart. So please send a chart so we can know what you're thinking about. If Trump wins, dollar is going to keep getting weaker because market will be pricing in a stimulus. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. What I'm looking at GJ right now is this candle is about to close in 13 minutes. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. We're kind of like closing at this level as well. I'm thinking about having a buy stop at 136, 150. So if we do break above, may want to get this move going up towards, 136, 350, which is like 20 pips away. So let's just wait and see what happens here. Because this is now a very important area. Because we had one rejection here after London Open, we had another rejection, 2, 3, 4, 5. This candle is not open yet, so we have to see if it's going to reject that area again or not. Gold is creating that arc. Look at this arc. Came up, made a high, came down, creating that arc to possibly continue bullish. So we shall see what happens. But the 4 hours bearish, yes. So that's why this is a very important time right here. This is the time where we're going to get the cheetah. We're going to get a cheetah out over here and start watching. But basically have to wait for this candle to close. This 30-minute candle. Still got 11 minutes left over here. Also, we have ADP coming in about 15, 20 minutes, 21 minutes. How long did it take you to break bad habits when you learned how to trade properly? I find myself knowing how to trade properly, but still take high-risk trades along with correct ones. It was just a matter of making the decision. Like once you make the decision that now you're not going to maybe take that extra trade, or maybe you're not going to over risk at this one time, then it's just easy, because now all you got to do is just give it time. Just gotta give it time. Give it enough time, give your trading time. Most people don't give trading time, and when you don't give trading time, it's like you're not even giving trading a chance to work out. So you got to give it some sort of a breathing room. I mean, people want results in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months. Man, 3 months is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Like 6 months to a year is when you realize that, okay, what, I've been disciplined for 6 months or 5 months, and it's kind of working at this point. So that's the first step. Be disciplined. And talking about discipline, I think I'm going to get a monitor arm today. I was just looking at this, and I think I need a monitor arms. Yeah, but the thing is, I can't find good ones for 32-inch TVs. I know that was unrelated, but that just came to my mind, so I thought about. Yeah.
Actually, I ordered one from my girlfriend on Vimo. If you want to check, it's VIMO. It's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I'll check them out. These past months have been so shitty that it's been kind of hard to notice improvement. Yes, all because of discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's it. Just discipline. If you can't stick to 1 or 2 trades, you're gonna have shitty weeks, you're gonna have shitty months, and things are not gonna work out. But if you're gonna stick to like 1 to 2 trades, that's it. 1 to 2 trades a day, that's it. That's 100%. There's no other way that you can be profitable. I say it every day. So, just 1 to 2 trades. Previously, the 30-minute candle is not strong at the strong resistance, and current 30-minute candle have long down weak and dancing at this frame. For me, it's a sell. Oh, it's not a guessing game. Oh, for me, it's a sell. For me, it's a buy. There's selling, I think, is going to be not there because candles are closing bullish. This 30-minute candle will be closing like a volatile doji candle that broke the high and broke the low of the previous candle. 15-minute candle is going to be, I don't know. There's no trade at this point. Nothing. You have to wait. Have to wait. Like if we close strong bullish over here, then there's an opportunity for price to continue up to fill this range, 136, 370. Still nothing. 238 to 213. They've stopped counting the votes now. Oh, see those spikes? These are spread jumps. When GJ jumps like this, these are spread jumps. Spreads go wild. Spreads widen up to activate your buy stops or whatever you have, and then it starts pulling down. So got to be very careful here. And even if you don't take a trade this week, it's absolutely okay if you don't take a trade this week, because this week is a very, very difficult week. A lot of bullshit news is in this week, a lot of high volatile news, some breaking news can come out from anywhere, right? So it's going to be, even if you don't trade this week, it's totally fine. Do you have a buy stop? No, I don't have a buy stop. I had a buy stop, but then I removed it because this week, it's not important that you take a trade this week. So yeah, we're waiting. Someone in the gulag is 100% sure that GJ is going to continue going up. That makes sense because this candle is closing bullish, and if it does close bullish, then yeah, I 100% believe as well we should continue moving up on GPGPY. One trade a day at max. Most of the time, I just wait and see price going my way. Ooh. Yeah, just one trade a day and give it time. Because if you're going to take one trade a day, let's say you spend the whole week, right? The whole week, let's say you take 8 trades, 9 trades, you take the whole week, and you had to wait for the next trade because you take one trade in the morning and then you got to wait for the next day and then you got to wait for the next day, and some days you take 2 trades, so that's 1 week. 2 weeks pass, 3 weeks pass, and when those 3 weeks pass and you've taken on an average, let's say like 7 trades a week, then you're going to have almost, let's say, 30 trades you're going to have, and then you'll be able to look at those 30 trades and see that, okay, I took these 30 trades in these last 3 weeks. What was the statistics, right? If I won trades, what kind of trades did I win consistently? If I lost trades, where was the losing trades, right? But if you're over trading and if you're looking at trades all the time, man, then it's going to get really difficult because you're going to have a lot of trades to log, and your losses are just going to be dumb losses, which you're going to realize after. Oh, it looks like gold's on its way here again. Man, I really wonder if gold is moving up because of this uncertainty around elections.
Yeah, I was just going to say that that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, that's what makes sense too, because at the same time, no matter what's the result, it's gonna, gold's gonna get affected as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't want Trump to win.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, son. What's going on? buddy. GGH4 break and retest should be making support. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how this 4-hour candle is going to close there in an hour. Still got in an hour, man. 1 hour, like a lot of things can change in 1 hour. We got 2 minutes left for this candle to close. What setup is he looking for? See, I'm looking for probably buys if we close like a strong candle over here, but the way it's closing, it's not that strong. Like the body is not that strong at all. It's pretty weak. Looking at 15-minute as well. I mean, it depends where it closes in the last 2 minutes, right? I mean, if it's strong, closes strong bullish, I think it would make sense for price to continue up, which it is right now.
Yeah, your only challenge is going to be in the next hour. Your stop loss is going to be pretty heavy because you have that zone now that was created on the 30-minute candle there, that 30-minute candle that's about to close. That wick, we could return to that in the next hour candle when the new candle opens. So it's just something to be aware of. But it does look, we have bullish up to probably 136, 600, and then 137, 200.
Yeah, let's see this. 136, 150. See, this is the tip of this wick right over here. 136, 160, 150. This is the major issue right here. If we start rejecting this area, then it's going to make no sense at all because, you know, we rejected this area before as well. We got 1 minute left for this candle to close. And this candle has to close bullish. Why don't you have 136, 150 as a support? Because this is the most recent price action right here, right? This is resistance, most recent price action. And this is an area of rejection, right? So coming into NY Open, you're basically anticipating, well, I'm anticipating if it's going to close bullish, I'm anticipating the next 1 hour candle or the next New York Open candle to kind of like wick down and continue moving bullish. 136, 400 would be perfect. So you're basically expecting the volume in NY Open to push through this zone. And it's about to close in 10 seconds. The way it's closing, yeah, I wouldn't be too confident with this because we have this area where we're rejecting here. This is the area where we're rejecting here. We rejected over here, We rejected here before, and I think it needs to come above this area to continue up. That was one reason why I removed my buy stop from 136, 150. But this candle closed where all the others couldn't? Yeah, but at the same time, we have a rejection here, and this candle is closing below that area here as well. We have rejection over here as well. You know, so I had a buy stop at 136. What's going on?
I think he's cheering for Trump, man. He's like, Daddy, enough of that boring stream, man. Come play with me. Yeah, he's taking mad notes, man. But I think he's gonna be fine. I don't think he's gonna have to trade later on. I think he's gonna be all set up.
All right. I think that was a pretty good decision I made by removing my buy stop from 136, 150. This has happened to me before in the past, on the live streams actually, where I've had a buy stop at like a past wick rejection, and it has activated the buy stop and pulled me in drawdown. So I remembered that. I think some people remember that here as well. You know, and then guys would ask me, "Oh, Raja, why'd you buy? It didn't break resistance. Why'd you buy over there?"
Yeah.
And then I'd say, "No, man, I had a buy stop. Relax, relax."
And right above that, you got a gold shit zone too.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult.
That was a gold like trade, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, if we break the high on this 30-minute candle, then I can say, okay, yeah, you know, makes sense for it to go up. But these are little tweaks, you know, little tweaks you make as you go along in trading. Let's take a look at this chart here. What is the concept of the live? Are you helping us to trade? No, Camilo Poggi, I'm not helping nobody to trade. We're trying to help each other. GU, price created support, price broke, retested high to continue going up. Let's take a look at GU over here. Let's take a look at the 30-minute close bearish. Looking at the 15-minute close like a weak bullish candle. Yeah, it's gonna get pretty tricky over here. If you're taking a buy on GU, I think it's very risky because you have this resistance here. So I would not be in a GU buy at this point. Makes no sense because, I mean, you got your resistance, which is right over here, 7 pips away. I think a better opportunity on GU is going to be the break of this 30-minute candle's high. That's going to give you confirmation that we're going to continue up. Because if 30-minute candle closed bearish, there's some possibility this candle may continue going bearish as well, because 30-minute is a stronger confirmation than the 15-minute, right? I've just got to be a little vigilant of that. If price breaks this 15-minute low, buys are probably invalid. Well, buys were invalid once this candle closed anyway. So there shouldn't be any shadow of a doubt that buyers are invalid. They were invalid when this candle closed like this. You know, because this is what I mean when I say that zones are subjective, right? So this was your most recent zone, but then for this zone to be valid, we needed this candle to close maybe a stronger bullish candle, maybe above these rejection areas, but it closed where it did. So we're like, okay, let's take a look at that area. So we're like, okay, makes sense. We got rejection here as support. We got rejection here before, after London Open, and this candle closed below here as well. So maybe, you know, it'll get a little choppy, you know, and looking, yeah, so, you know, I've seen this happen before. That's why now I'm acting on it. You know, I've made these mistakes before. So now I'm acting on not making these mistakes again, you know, so that's how you get better. and GU here as well. You know, if this was me, maybe like 4 months ago, I would have taken a buy. But I've seen that these things really work out, so maybe wait for price to break above this high to continue up. It's going to be much better.
Yeah, I'm watching gold right now. I think we have an opportunity above 1910 to get up to about 1914. So if people are watching gold, that's what I'd be looking to do. A nice rejection to the downside below 1910 to start to push. We might have a nice push right up to 1914, and then finally clearing 1915 as a resistance. So people are watching gold. I don't like the way the hour is structured right now, but that's probably just because ADP is coming in the next 10 minutes. So it's going to be a little bit shifty.
Oh wow, look at that. Damn. Nice. Saved myself some embarrassment here today. Magic Keys has helped me with overtrading. Oh, beautiful. Ted buys a new home every week. That's the reason of the ECO. ECO.
That's a good thing he's not buying Lambos, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, nice cars. I'll probably rent it to drive it. You know. But maybe down the road I may own one. Down the road. Not right now.
Yeah, so that GJ candle on the hour is what we talked about just a few minutes ago, that the new hour would pull back into that zone. So I think if you're looking for buys, anything above 136, 100 will be valid, but we're going into this zone right now. So if you look on the hourly candles, you'll see the zone that was created with GJ right now. So that we have to come out of that zone. So you might find either this hour candle pulls back to go further bullish, or the next hour after that might be a good buy opportunity if we go above 136, 100.
Yeah, you're right. Like, I think at this point, if we break the highs, then we're moving up.
Right, but if we're stuck in here, we could potentially still be going down.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Let's see here. So we got ADP coming in 4 minutes. We got this whole rejection area on GJ right here. Sells below 135,600. Buys above 136. Let's say 100. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with gold here with ADP. They're expecting. Ooh, they're expecting bad numbers. Okay. If price goes below this line you expect this pair to drop. Yes. So basically, this line we have 135,600 expected to drop easily because, you know, if we look to the left-hand side, price had an easier time coming up to this level. And then once price came down to this level, it rejected it. So this means if we break below this area, it's going to have the same easy time going down as it had going up. You know, but when you were looking at this information right over here, this is where candles are printing side by side, right? So notice how candles are printing, you know, away from each other. They're printing like above each other. Here they're printing side by side. Whenever candles are printing side by side, this means price will have a hard time deciding whether it wants to go up or it wants to go down. So then you got to ask yourself a question that, do you want to trade in a scenario where price doesn't know whether to move up or down, or do you want to trade in a scenario where you know price is going to go down if it's going to go down? You know, so then we talk about, okay, like, are you putting yourself in a good position to win, or are you preparing yourself to fail? You know, I think some people, when they take trades, they like kind of like prep themselves up to fail. You know, they're like, all right, 7th trade of the day, no problem, let's go. 7th trade. You know, they prep themselves to fail. They're like massaging and, you know, making themselves ready. I mean, when you're over trading, that's what's happening basically when you're over trading. You know, like right now, I do think if this 4-hour candle also closes bearish, we should continue falling. But we shall see in 3 minutes over here what the outcome of ADP is going to be. Yeah, also if we're rejecting 136, 150, we're rejecting 136, 100. And if you reject 136, we should come down to 136, 135, 600 and then drop below from here as well.
I would look for sells with GJ below probably 135, 800. I think a lot of people are going to get caught in that zone that those wicks have created on the hourly. So we'll probably have to wait a bit because I don't trust it until we have a clean rejection out of this zone to the downside. It's just very messy.
All right, we got a minute and a half. Let's see where we go from this ADP over here. What are signals? So the signal is not to take a trade within this range over here. Probably look for sells below 135, you know, 800, 135, 770 if you're feeling like cowboy today, but definitely sells below 135, 600, and probably buys above 136, 150 to be very, very safe. We have about a minute left for this news, and man, let's see if you're gonna have like a big break or not. Probably not.
Yeah, if you're looking at gold and you want to be a cowboy, I think you can put buy stops at 1908.70 and put your stop loss at 1906.70, and then you should be able to ride it up to basically 1911. If you want to do that, that's a good cowboy move. You can probably get that, and that'll start if ADP comes in negative. That'll push gold up. And that will drive us probably up to 1915 throughout the rest of the day. So you might get a really good entry right now.
1910.
If you do a buy stop at 1908, 1909.
The news came out bad. Bad over here. Ooh, super bad. Super duper bad, man. 365,000 and they were expecting 650,000. Wow. Holy, is this a sign that Trump is going to lose and they will taunt Trump that look Trump, look at your election month. Look at those bad job numbers. Wow, crazy. That's insane. 350,000. That's like no one's employed at this time right now. 350,000. Does this mean gold is heading to 1915 today? Or 1920? Man.
Yeah, so if you're taking the buy stop, you should be in profits right now. And you should be looking to close in the next minute or two.
All right.
Even before.
2-minute trade.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. You should close right now. 10 pips.
Oh.
There.
Oh. Oh, beautiful. Thanks, Ted.
No problem.
Made like a nice $1,000 here on 5 lot.
There was 1911, 1912. So there was a perfect example of taking advantage of the news.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Bad news, gold up, buy stops, boom.
Yeah. And the key there is just to make sure that you get out, because you can see on the 30-minute to the left, there's a little bit of a zone with that 30-minute candle. But if you're in now, you could probably hold to potentially 1914. But I mean, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted a quick 1-minute trade.
Quick
Thanks,
grab.
Ted.
No problem.
Wow, incredible, man. $1,000 in 2 minutes. Incredible.
Yeah, that was an easy trade.
Yeah, it was pretty simple. 1908 wasn't too comfortable, so I had it at 1910.
Yeah, that was a thing too. Like I was at 1908 because I figured the 30-minute wick would fill from the previous 30-minute candle. And then that's why I was saying if you got to 1910, 60, even 1911, you were good. That was the trade. It's just a pop to get to that, fill the wick on the 30-minute.
Yeah, that's true. Gigi is still in that zone over there. Yeah, I think this was a really, really good example. By looking at the news, have negative news, okay, gold makes sense to go bullish a little bit. Little small pop, boom, done. Pop, boom, done. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. GJ, 1 hour. Price broke out of range, came back to retest range. It broke out of the support. To sell the price created and low. Yeah, I think breaking below this area, which is like 135,800, would make sense for price to continue down here, and then with volume should continue dropping down further. Like, I mean, if you look right now, we're at 135,900 here. Yeah. I've noticed majority of my trades are sells. Anything I can do to train my eyes to look for buys. Yeah, just look for the opposite thing. Look for it's going to be like a lot of paper trading, because essentially what you want to do now is you want to build confidence in taking buys, right? So when you have bullish market structure and prices making, let's say, a high and it's coming down to create a support, take a paper trade. You know, take like a paper trade in your mind that, okay, this is going to be the stop loss and this is what you're expecting it to happen, and take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of the market structure at the moment, and then take a screenshot after that moment, you know, and that way slowly you're going to start to get some sort of, you know, confidence in getting those trades. Yeah. Wow, man, great decision. I had a buy stop at 136, 150, and I removed it. Seen this before, lost on this before, and today we acted on it. Boom, look at that. Saved myself a 20, like a loss over there. I'm got a win on gold. That was a good plus sign. I think gold should continue moving to 1914, 1915. Like especially now, this news is going to get absorbed into the market as we open up slowly. Hey, how do I know the prevailing trend on lower and higher time frames? I think what you need to do is you need to send a chart and you need to, oh wow, okay, let's take a look at this over here. 135,800. Sorry, that question got in the middle of it, but you know, price action is more important than simple questions. All right, 135,800. If we come below 135,800, we should continue moving down to 135,600. That's going to be a 20 pip move over there. Wow, this is not so. GBJPY is probably going to start dropping in the NY session below 135,800. Just the day you jumped in GJ cells. Oh, there we go. We broke down below 135,800. Broke down below 135,800. Damn, are we going to come towards 135,700? 700, what's next? 135,600. Wow, crazy move over there. Got 10 pips right there on GG as well. Damn, oh, dropping more. This is where Ted also said sells below 135,800. Damn, crazy. Crazy, waited. We started the stream at 5:30 a.m. right? 5:30 a.m. Took 2 trades after almost 3 hours. Waited 3 hours to take 2 trades, which lasted less than a minute. Where was my stop? My stop was like around 10 pips, you know, because I mean, we knew if it's rejecting up here and breaking below 135,800, there's an extremely high probability it's going to continue moving down. And that was the probability I basically played on off of. And I mean, I think that was the thinking behind that as well. So I had a 10 pip stop loss. So I was risking half of what I made on gold to see if I can make this drop down on GJ. So this was based on experience. It was just quick sells, quick down, 10, 12 pips, done, out. You know, but if it keeps on running, if we break below 135,600, then we're moving further down. Honestly, I'm getting tired of this BS. No, you're not getting tired of this BS. You're getting tired of you not being disciplined. Like, I've been on the stream since 5:30 a.m. It's 8:20 a.m. I took 2 trades. I took a gold trade, which we talked about, literally gave out prices, talked about that trade, and then took a GJ sell that we hunted and we talked about, sells below 135,800 to come down to 600. You know, and in that range, whatever pips was, got those pips. That's it. Could you send a breakdown later for this trade, Raja? I have never seen this example before. Yeah, so I can't break this down based on candles. I can only break this down based on experience and based on what I've seen, right? So if you're looking for a breakdown, just remember to refer back to this highlight. So basically, we were moving up at this point right over here, right? So I was like, okay, you know what? At 136, 150, I'm going to have a buy stop. But as price was coming up, I remember I've taken some losses like this where we moved to a potential zone and price starts rejecting. So I removed my buy stop. So I'm like, hey, like, you know what? I'm just going to wait. So I removed the buy stop. Price started coming down. We started rejecting that area. So then we started to look to see that, okay, how can price move bullish and how can price move bearish, right? So we came to a conclusion that for price to move bullish, it'll need to break above 136, 100, which, like, you know, Ted talked about. And then for price to move bearish, we'll need to break below this area of support because we had clean candle moving up. So if we break below this area of support, then there's a very high probability for price to continue down towards this support. And then if we break below here, then we can move down. So now the question was, okay, what are we going to do if we break below this area? Is that going to be an impulse entry? Is that going to be waiting for candle to close, or waiting for, like, price to create some sort of a minor resistance to go down? But in this case, with the speed with which it was coming down, because it's New York Open, and when we have New York Open, we have a lot of volume in the market, right? So keeping that in mind, once price came down towards 135,800, it was an impulse decision to take a trade for price to continue down to this point here. So it came down around 10 pips, 12 pips, secured position, is closed the trade. That's it. Now, with stop loss and risk, right? This is all based on experience. So basically, it was done something like this. Short right here at 135,800. Stop was around like 10 pips. 10 pip was my stop loss, and the only reason 10 pip was my stop loss was because there was a chance that price may come down towards 135,800 and it may start rejecting it, because we rejected here before. But since there was so much volume and it was NYSE open, we broke below the low of this 30-minute candle right over here, which had a huge liquidity wick. Whenever candles have huge liquidity wicks, this means a big rejection from the downside. But when we broke this low below with volume, it made sense that, okay, what's the probability that price is going to continue moving down rather than continuing back up in the range? So that's when you start to think about that, okay, like, maybe there's a higher probability for price to continue moving down, since there's volume, we're rejecting, we broke the low. So this is something I've seen happen before, and I'm not going to say I've executed on this a lot of times. I have executed on this like sometimes, so slowly still developing confidence in taking these trades here. If you didn't take this trade, would you take a retest to go down at 800 on GJ? If I didn't take this trade, I'd be waiting for a candle to close and see if the next candle can do a retest to continue down. How much you did gold plus GJ? Yes, gold plus GJ. We talked about gold. We talked about the gold trade, and we also talked about the GJ trade. Do you place the trades manually, or do you always have a pending orders in place? This one was a manual trade, 135,800. Gold was a pending order. And you are still here watching them. Oh, we have a hater over here. Ooh, we have a hater over here. What's going on over here? He is a total con man. Lol, everyone really fooled out by him. Well, his name is Rich Investor. He's the one investing people's money, not me. It's crazy. Can you do pending order on Magic Keys? Yes. Was that? No, it was someone else. Oh, we've been streaming for 3 hours over here. Crazy. Been here for a long time here today. Sitting down for half the time. Now I had to get on my legs over here. Get on my feet. Isn't it too risky to trade during this time because of election volatility? Yes, it's absolutely risky. So if you can manage your risk, I think you can take advantage of the volume in the market. So that's it. I took 2 trades. Each trade lasted me about like a minute and a half. GJ trade lasted like a couple seconds, and that's it. No more trading. Now I'm done. I'm done trading now. So I waited 3 hours to take these 2 trades, which lasted me collectively less than 3 minutes. And now I'm just going to stay here for the next hour, and then we're just going to call it a day. So the best thing for you to do is to make journals of how you could have taken certain trades. Certain trades are pretty hard to take, It requires experience and intuition. This is why, it's really important to just focus on one pair. When you focus on one pair, you start to understand how it moves certain times. He's making profits before and after the stream. It's easy to say don't trade or wait for this and that and make more some impulse trades and don't say them. HC, the reason why I'm making profits because I've been looking at the same currency pair for the last 4 years. 3 years at least, like 3.5 years. I've been looking at the same currency pair. There's a lot of experience that came into looking at one currency pair. So I think it makes sense. If after hours I can take a profitable trade and be profitable, I think it makes sense. I think I deserve to make those profits because I've spent time being disciplined at just one currency pair or at one time to trade. You know, so there's a lot of discipline involved with that intuition trades. Which, like, you know, it just takes time, and it's okay, you know, like if you feel envious about that, it's totally fine. But you really need to get your shit together. You really need to focus on just a few pairs and see if they work for you or not. Wow, gold is back in this range. GU also went bearish here. See what I was talking about with GU buys? Same thing over here. We need to break above this high to continue up, but we respected that high and continued down. So let's put it right over here. Yeah, so took 2 trades today. They were all momentum-based trades. Yeah, I'd call them momentum-based trades. They're pretty good momentum-based trades. Yeah, I think sometimes people get angry because they miss trades and then they probably get angry. What leverage would you recommend to trade on? I think 500 to 1 is a pretty good leverage. 500 to 1, 400 to 1, they're pretty good. But I think with the leverage is just, I mean, the deal with leverage is to go with, I would say go with low leverage. You know, I would say go with, let's say, like 100 to 1 leverage, 200 to 1 leverage, because the thing is, like, once you have a lot of leverage at your disposal, that just basically means that you can keep on adding risk to your trades, right? Let's say if you're going to draw down, some people have the habit of adding trades. So 500 to 1 means you can put a lot of your account at risk at any given time, you know. But if you have a lower leverage, then it basically limits you to how much loss you can take at any given time. Like let's say if you have $1,000 account and you're looking to see, like, you know, with the leverage of 500 to 1, this means that you can possibly risk $400 at a time or $500 at a time. But if you have lower leverage, that at any given time you may not be able to risk $500. Maybe you would be able to risk $100, you know, maximum $50 maximum. So lower leverage, it keeps you safe, you know, it keeps you away from overtrading. I feel like a lot of people here in the Gulag come in here with the expectation to receive 100% accurate trades, with every trade being called out. Don't come in for free money. Yeah, this is education, man. We all come here to get educated. I mean, we give out ideas, and it's up to you if you want to, like, you know, jump on those ideas or not. I mean, sometimes, you know, I put in this thing over here, the profit, like, long and short position indicator, just to say that, okay, I've entered trades. But when it's risky trades, I don't put that up because, you know, some people, they have the habit of copying trades with no risk management, with no stop losses. So, like, you know, it's for protection of you guys too. When did you start journaling your trades, and when you did you draw the trade on your journal? Did I draw the trade? No, it was basically before and after pictures of your analysis. What was happening before you took the trade, and what was happening, you know, like how that trade played out, what happened after that. So we're coming down towards 135,620. I think once we break below 135,600, we should continue moving down. I think with the next 4-hour candle, we should 100% continue. We're filling this wick no matter what on the 4-hour. We're filling this wick. We're probably correcting this move here today. If this move gets corrected from yesterday, oh man, what a correction is that going to be. all the way down towards 135,400. That's going to be a massive correction. That's not even that far away, actually. That's like 20 pips away from 135,600. If your stop is 10 pips, what is good take profit target for you? Thanks. What's a good profit target? It depends how big your range is. Depends if there's area of resistance in the way or area of support in the way. It depends on those things. These haters are so lame. No, man, haters. I think it's not about being a hater. It's like when people have their accounts blown multiple times because they're not disciplined, or if people have all their trades hit stop loss all the fucking time because they're not disciplined. That's when I think people show resentment to someone who's not hitting stops all the time. You know. But man, trust me, it's all about discipline. Like, damn, Raja Banks, bro, you waited. You came on the stream at 5:30 a.m., took a trade at 8:20 a.m. After 2 hours and 50 minutes, took a trade. That was a buy. That was a news trade. We talked about it at like 1910, had a buy stop, and price went up, boom. And then took a sell on GJ. Man, beautiful. Waited so long. So long. See, now these are the habits that I really like. These habits, I really like these habits, because I know, like, you know, sometimes you come on the charts, you don't see anything. I mean, we talked about this range as being like a very difficult range to trade, and that's what was happening. You know, price was just going up, down, tried to break up over here, but nothing. So, you know, now it's coming down towards 135,640. Beautiful. If you don't catch pips, don't get mad. Find out how you can catch them the next time. Yes, that's absolutely true. You gotta wait to see how you can catch them the next time. My dog and cat are all watching Gigi to come down. Let me bring my cat on the screen here too. Where's that cheetah? Ah, there he is. Come on. Cheetah's here. Cheetah's watching GJ blowing past 135,600. We're coming down towards 135,400 here, buddy. Cheetah's watching. Cheetah, come on. 135,400. I think it's just going to blow down. We're filling that wick too on the 4 hour right now. 100% we're filling this wick. I mean, look at this volume. So much volume in this candle. Right? This is where taking a sell will not be recommended. Taking a sell in this candle, I mean, if you're in sells, let's say somewhere from 135,700, that makes sense. But taking a sell down here is very risky, even though it can come down. But at the same time, it's risky because we may reject it as well. That's why it's risky. But will candle blow past these areas to go full bullish? No, it's not going to do that. There's a very high probability for it to continue down to 135,400 here. But a low probability for it to just blast up, you know. Come on, Cheetah's watching you. 135, 528, 529, 549, 135, 400. Wow, what a move from 135, 800. Should have been up like 30 pips over here. Raja won trades today. He's happy. No, man, I'm happy every day. I was happy yesterday. I was happy day before yesterday, because the day before yesterday I had the idea of having a couch over here, and now we got this couch.
Yeah, you're killing with the leg presses though.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
Man, it was pretty heavy. I did the first one. I was in my heart, I was like, holy shit, man. This is heavy. Is it a leather couch? Nah, it's some cheap couch I got. This $400 couch. All right, coming down. 135, 400. What's gold doing? Ranging. GU is also coming down. Downtown, straight to the LA. Got to wait to see how this candle closed on the hourly. Yeah. See, now we're coming down to 4-hour close as well. So either we're going to continue pushing down as we come to the 4-hour close, or we're going to retrace to create a wick on the 4-hour. That's the situation that GJ is in right now. Why is there a dog on the screen? I don't know what dogs look like in your country, but in my books, this is a cheetah. Yeah, that rejection is happening. Raja, when is it safe to take the sells on GJ? Not right now. The sells were from over here, 135, 800 when we were talking about it. Man, if I had the stops at break even, should have just continued down. Is US 30 affected by elections? Yes. Wow, nothing has been counted yet so far. Stopped in LA. Early votes near 100 million. Wow. 100 million early votes. Millions of votes still being counted. Crazy. They say that this was the biggest turnout they've ever had. This is the biggest voter turnout they've ever had. If you are in GJ sell now, are you going to close or leave it running? I mean, no trades right now. If we see GU, it moved bearish in spite of bad USD news. Does this mean the pair moves majorly according to the base currency, which is GP? Yes. Yes. Moves based on GP. This basically means if GU went bearish, this basically means that pound was weaker than the US was weak. You know, so pound was much weaker than the US. That's why it went down. Because, you know, ADP is important news, but not as important. You know, it's like a little blip in the charts. So, which is why it didn't move GU a lot. Like if you look at gold here, gold also came back down in the range. You know, so it has to be really strong for it to move. Why you didn't leave a runner on GJ? Because I didn't. I just decided to close, right? Decided to secure profits. Do you think Pennsylvania is rigged because of the mail-in ballot? I don't know what to think anymore in 2020. Everything that I thought can't happen happened, you know? So, if rigged, everything's rigged, man. Made it out of the gulag. Oh, congratulations. I know you don't like what ifs on the charts. I just want to gauge myself in order to be hesitant on taking this buys earlier and to prevent myself in taking this buy. All right, let's take a look here. Candle closed at 136.109, above 136.050. Took buys. I guess you took buys. I'm not sure where. If it closed a strong bullish candle like around 136.140, would that indicate a much better buying confirmation? I think the whole problem was this area right over here, right? We're still kind of like contesting these wicks. I mean, we had rejection here, yeah, whatever, but we had this wick here rejected and the next one came down. So when it didn't break above, it was just like, yeah, probably not. So I guess wanted a candle to close above this area here altogether, above 136, 160 for price to continue up. I guess that's what we would have wanted for price to continue bullish. You know, because last time when price came on here, the next candle went down, and when it was coming here back again, I kind of remembered that I've taken these trades before and I've lost on these trades before with buy stops. So I decided to sit out and just wait, and see the next one just went down again as well. So I guess above 136, 160 would have made much more sense. Love your stream. Thanks for the guidance and entertainment. Oh, thank you, thank you. I think Raja deserved a like from YouTube now. Let's. Oh, nice. Thank you, man. Yeah, give a like on the stream. Give a like on the stream, because what happens when you give a like on the stream is not only the stream becomes famous, it also gets shown on other people's YouTube pages as well. You know, and I think it's a good thing because people come on here and we learn together and we earn together, and sometimes we lose together, but we don't lose accounts. I think if you lose accounts on any trades taken over here, that's all on you. Because you try to over risk. You know, that's why those things happen. Ooh, look at that pullback. See, if this 30-minute candle closes above 135,600, then we're no longer going down, right? Because we broke below it, but we didn't close below it. So that's why I was mentioning how taking a sell down here would be risky, because we could reject. Can you explain your GJ trade? Yes, I explained it in great detail. I think after the stream ends, you can go to YouTube and you can watch the recap. I explained it in great detail, literally 10 minutes ago. Or what you can do is you can go to YouTube right now and you can go back a couple of minutes and then watch that. Because right now the 4-hour candle is about to close in 13 minutes, so you know, still got time to kill. The cheetah gave you bad luck. Yeah, I think so too. We had the cheetah here yesterday and it didn't work. It worked for a little bit, but didn't work. Yeah, we're gonna remove the cheetah here from now on. No more cheetah. Boom. Ooh, look at this 5-minute chart over here. Look at this 15-minute candle. See, if we come below 135,550, we should continue going bearish after that. Did you ever get your money back from the couch cleaners? Money back? No. No, we ended up getting those couches clean. Bargained a little bit though. They like the first price they gave us was like 160, so you know, and we started talking about business and this and that, and then it's like, hey, you know what, man, for you 140 is fine. I'm like, all right, perfect. So 140. You know, build a report. You should make market fluidity jerseys. They'll sell out fast, especially in the summertime. Jerseys, that's an interesting idea. We'll bring it forward to our team there who's working with it. What broker are you looking at because of Vantage shutting down? Probably, I have money in 2 brokers. I have money in Black Bull Markets. You can see the link in the description. I also have money in Traders Domain, and you can see the link in description. Both are really, really good brokerages. You know, yeah, those are really good brokerages. So if you're in the US, you can get to Traders Domain. They have MetaTrader 5 as well. If you're in the US, you cannot go to Black Bull Markets because they don't accept people from the US because of Trump. Just joking. Someone take this seriously. Hey, talking bad about my president, America. Vantage is shutting down in Canada. Canada's telling Vantage to go away. So yeah, I mean, if we break below 135,550, man, this is going to continue going bearish here. We got almost like 10 minutes left for the 4-hour candle to close, 10 minutes for the 1-hour to close, 30 minutes to close. There should be an interactive trading app like there's an app for my 3-year-old daughter's ABC learning. Well, learning ABC and learning trading are two completely different things. Sparkle BEA. Yeah, ABC. Took a sell at the bottom and get stopped out to learn for next time. Why shouldn't I have taken it? Because it had moved 60 pips without a retest. No, you took a sell at the bottom because price has already moved, right? So you took the sell anticipating price to move down without realizing that you have already missed this trade. So better sell was around 135, 800. We talked about that as well on the stream. Yeah, so, you know, that's why it's very risky. Black Bull doesn't accept US traders. Traders domain accepts. Well, what you can do is on traders domain, the only thing is you'll have to deposit via crypto. You know, there's a, when you choose country, choose crypto, and then it goes along. Hey, what do you think if Trump wins? Does that mean we will have more volatile markets in the next month and years too? Oh, yes, absolutely. Don't you remember what happened when Trump won the last time? Man, when Trump is in office, the things he says, the things he does, it brings volatility to the market. It brings volatility. We love Trump. Traders love Trump. Business people love Trump. Low interest rates. I mean, it's amazing, man, if Trump is here.
4 more years. 4 more years.
Yeah. 4 more years.
4 more years of just watching Twitter all our lives, man.
Yeah. But like that's been normal now because Bush was here for 8 years, you know. He served 2 terms. Obama served 2 terms. No, Trump should serve 2 terms too. Bruh. Someone said, bruh, where's the proof that Vantage Effects is shutting down in Canada? They sent us emails, bruh. That's how we know. Bruh. Yeah. Let's take a look here.
Thirteen, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Yo. What the? Yeah. Yeah. Raja memes. Yeah, I remember someone made a meme of me on that video. If it closes above 15-minute candles, most likely to go up. No, then this is in a range. Then this is in a range. So you wanted the candle to close below this area, but it's closing back above that support. So it's in a range now.
Okay, Roger boss. Take care. Stay safe. Stay strong.
Take care, Yasser.
Take
Stay
care, bro.
safe. Stay strong.
Take care.
Yes,
See you
sir.
tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Take care, Jazzer.
These are songs that got part of my life melody though. Gotta love the vibe to the stream. Oh man, I've been up since 5:30 over here. GJ did its job, corrected the move now. It may range and form support. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. It may just now start ranging over here. Because DJ did its job, rejected 136, 150, came down below 135, 800. Caught this little move down and that's it. What's the last date of Vantage in Canada? That is the 31st November. No, 30th November. 30th November. What do you think about gold? I think gold is now ranging. Yeah, gold is in a range. Gold went above 1905. It's in a range. Now you gotta wait to see how gold's gonna act closer to NYSE open, like 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That's when there's gonna be another push on gold. So we'll have to wait. I've been up since 12 p.m. from yesterday. Oh, the legend has it Mac hasn't slept yet. So you'll have to beat my friend Mac with no sleep. No sleep, Mac. No sleep, Mac. How long will your intake webinar last for on November 8th? Probably around 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Somewhere around that. Some guy posted charts saying sells below 135.800, and Raja said he would wait for the break of 135.600. Then went and it worked. He says he got 12 pips. Man, you guys are so judgmental. This guy is literally like like, you know, those aunties in your neighborhood, those aunties who just go to places, just talk over here, talk over there. You know, those like aunties in their late 40s and late 50s. Some people are like that in the gulag. Oh, you know what they did? They did this, and then they did that. You know, you guys have to relax. You know, trading. GU will continue down if it breaks below 1.296. Yeah, I don't know. Oh wow, it is continuing down. Let's take a look on the 4 hour over here. This 4 hour candle is about to close in 3 minutes. Now see, now take a look at this GU. If you remember, if people remember here, this kind of a setup on GU, that if the next candle breaks the low over here, there's a very high possibility that for NYC open and London close, we should continue down towards this target over here, towards this wick fill, right down over here, if we break the low of this 4 hour candle. We've seen this on the 30-minute chart. We've seen this on the 1 hour chart in the past. We've seen this set up on like a lot of time frames before. I know there's Leroy here. Leroy likes to take these setups. But yeah, man, like that's something I'm going to be looking for after I log off of this stream. And if that happens, if I catch this move, man, beautiful. That's going to be a beautiful, beautiful move for price to continue down. And GJ here, same thing. Once this 4 hour candle comes to a close, I think we should continue down towards 135.280, which is like 40 pips away. Yeah, biases sells here. Will it be safer to trade tomorrow than today? Yes. No, man. No. Tomorrow's interest rate for the pound. No. Tomorrow's a wild ride, bro. Tomorrow we're gonna get election results out. Tomorrow we got interest rates for the pound. God damn. Tomorrow, no way.
And Friday's Super Bowl.
Yeah, Friday's Super Bowl. Look at this GJ closing below that support. Man, this thing is going to continue moving bearish. I think this year is done for trading. A little bit. Wow, look at this GU. GU is also dropping. This candle's about to close in a minute. Looks like we're going to continue dropping towards 135, 250, 135, 300 over here. With this next 4 hour candle. I mean, now all GJ has to do is to stay below 135.600 for it to continue down towards 135.250. That's all what it has to do. But if you start getting 30-minute candles closing above 135,600, then consider that move just done. There's going to be nothing at that point. Look at the GU as well. GU is closing in 20 seconds here. So the next 4-hour candle, once it breaks below 1.29650, man, all the way down. Downtown, straight to the LA, 40 pips, 50 pips away. What broker should we go with now that Vantage is closing down? I think you need to go to Google and you should Google that question. You should just go and Google that question. Or maybe you should ask Vantage. What broker to go with after Vantage FX closes? Let's see here. Top how to avoid a margin call. How to avoid a margin call. Beginner's Guide to Vantage FX Review 2020. Is it safe? Ooh, someone wrote a review on Vantage FX. Look at this 15-minute candle here. What's this? Can I move it? Yeah, I'll probably move it like this. We close below this area. This candle also closed below this area. Looking on a 30-minute time frame here, 30-minute candle closed below that support there. So now I guess we got to stay below 135,750 and we need to close below 135,600 for price to continue going bearish. I think breaking the lows here at 135,500, which will make a much better opportunity, and also, like, you know, breaking below 135,535. GU fill the 4-hour wick as the results start to come in again. Yes. Yes. GU, this 4-hour candle closed with a huge rejection. You know, huge rejection. So if we break the low here on GU, we're going to continue moving bearish. So it's 9 a.m. here, and I've been streaming for a long time here now. Probably going to stay here for a little while. I really want to see GU fall. That's what I really want to see.
You know something that would be crazy? Just they announce the result at the same time of NYC Open. That would be fireworks.
Yeah, that's going to be fireworks. 100%. Look at this GJ. GJ also, once it starts breaking these lows, 135,540, we should continue going bearish. Did you all learn this from ICT mentorship? No. All right. Look at this thing just falling. I hope no one is overtrading. I hope no one's overtrading right now. Even though, like, okay, listen, if we start breaking this low and there's an opportunity for price to continue down, and if you are taking this sell and that sell is your 4th trade, or if that's your 3rd trade, stop that. You know, stop it, because you're overtrading at this point. Because this can very well be a loss, and it would make no sense if you overtraded and took a loss. You know, it would make no sense at all. So you need to relax with overtrading. You know, 3 trades means overtrading 2 trades is still good. So for profit target, we should look at bullish candle to the right and aim to fill the body while, of course, securing 10 pips. Yes, that's normally what I do. You know, I secure my 10 pips, 12 pips, and then I put stops at break even, and then I let the rest run. You know, so for these sells to work out, either we need to break these lows or this candle needs to close bearish. Until that happens, it's still open over here. So I'm going to look at just one last chart, and then I'm going to call it a day here because I'm tired of speaking. Already done my trades too, so it makes no sense to look at the charts here. Oh wow, look at this. Look at this here, cowboy. Bullish momentum, broke, next entry. Oh, next entry expected as the price was nearing a minor support, got rejected, closed under weak bullish candle. Yeah, no trades. Oh wow, look at that. Entry as we broke the wick with the stop loss above the 15-minute candle. Beautiful. Close 80% and running. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's going to be a very good day tomorrow. Lots and lots of volatility tomorrow. Today is kind of slow.
Yeah,
tomorrow's going to be lots of volatility.
All right, bro.
Have a good one.
Thank you, boss.
Hey, Ravi, take care. Sacha, take care. Chris, everyone.
Take care, Raja.
Take care, Raja.